Hey, what's up, folks? Ken Ledesma here with a new episode of TNE, the Nirvana Experience. Here with Carlee. What's up, Carl?
How y'all doing, everybody?
And as always, we always do the Q&A at the end of every episode, but we're going to do it at the beginning of this episode this time because it's been like almost a month since we answered Q&A. So we're going to start it off. Let me pull up these questions. Alrighty. It says... cable ain't real. It say, Carlee, I listen to your list talk, and I'm going to be honest with you. You and other people gave me the inspiration I need to step out to do what I needed and want to do. There's not a question or none. I just wanted to say thank you.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad I can help because like you said, it wasn't no question, but I'm gonna give a statement to it. Yeah, we all we all gotta do is like pursue. Whatever you're trying to do, pursue, because the biggest thing in this world is like fear. And not necessarily the fear of being scared of somebody or afraid to fight somebody. I'm talking about fear of your future and your livelihood. Because for me personally, my biggest fear was when I worked at FedEx, I was afraid to lose my job. So as a repercussion of that, everybody who had authority over me, whatever they said or whatever they wanted me to do, I'd do it because I was afraid to tell them no, because I was always in fear of my job. Not fear of the person or the manager or whatnot, but fear of my job because my livelihood, I was like, if I lose this job, I'm going to lose. I ain't going to be able to pay my car note, my house, rent, all that stuff. You know, I always was in fear. But as soon as I stopped being afraid and started pursuing and start trying to do better for myself, that's when all that fear and all that stuff go away, because you just got to try. Even if you fail or succeed, you know, as long as you try, you can't be asking yourself what if, or you won't be ashamed of yourself at the end of the day. Because, you know, it's a lot of people in this world that's living out of fear and not living life.
Yeah, because like I said before, me doing this content thing, people who I forgot that I even knew been hitting me up saying some crazy shit. There's some dude that went to school with us that I used to be cool with, and I ain't talked to these niggas in years, but all of a sudden they hit me up saying crazy shit, talking about take this shit down. You ain't gonna be no content creator, like just saying crazy shit. And I don't let that type of shit bother me because I'm like, bruh, there's a reason why they said this shit to me, because they see what I'm doing and they hate me because they want to do this shit themselves, but don't got the courage to do that shit for real, for real. And so I don't even let that discourage me. Like right now on TikTok, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 videos that I recorded. Well, I didn't record them separately. I was just talking about the incidents that's happening in Los Angeles with the riots. And out of 6 of them videos, one of them going viral right now. Right now it's sitting at almost 23,000 views. And as we speaking right now, 5 people, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 17 people is sharing the video right now. Like it's constantly going up. And the only thing I talked about was, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the Los Angeles riot, and I was talking about how what they were doing in that particular clip. I was talking about, you know, what they were doing could cause harm to a lot of people that's, you know, that's innocent or whatever or whatnot. But with that shit, with that jump blowing up like the way it is, because I posted on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and stuff, it's people telling me in the comments, they said I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm talking about. Take the video down. Like everybody, it's gonna be negative shit coming towards you from everywhere. So if I was to listen to that, I was like, you know, I ain't finna make no more videos no more. I'm just finna go get a regular job and let these niggas work with me for the rest of my life. But I ain't finna do that shit, man. I'm just finna keep doing what I gotta do. Yep. Yep. So yeah, but I hope that answers your question. What's your name? Cable ain't real. Shit, cable ain't real. I don't even want to read this question. But the Hunter sing at night. This person said, Carlee, when you do lyrical nonsensical, you be having me laughing so hard. Can you pick some songs? Can you pick some of the songs from the? Wait a minute, let me reread that. Come down here. It said, Carlee, when you do lyrical nonsensical, you be having me laughing so hard. Can you pick some of the ridiculous songs of the 80s? There's plenty of songs that were hits, but stupid when you get past the production. And when you read the lyrics like you did with Billie Jean, I ain't, hey yo, no, it do. But it do make sense. No, this shit makes so much sense. She said, Mike just said, nah, Mike just said, no, no, see, why y'all gotta be on one point? Stop saying it like that. I ain't, don't I be saying, bro. I ain't. This shit so damn stupid. All right. And the last, what is it? The last question, the New Zealand Warrior Princess. Uh, let me turn this on. Cause I gotta think when I answer this question. It say, Ken, I've been a fan of TNE for a couple months now, and my most favorite episodes are when Calvin be on. Sometimes he hurt my feelings about stuff he says about women, but it's in the Bible and I never been taught it before and I never read it. I love cosplaying and dressing up as women in comics and TV shows because they inspire me to be a brave woman myself. I know this question is long, but what I want to know is dressing up and cosplay going against God? Yes, I am a natural born woman if you want it. Well, if I'm going biblically, according to what the scriptures say, I will say that women dressing up in cosplay goes directly against what uh how God want women to dress. Because in most cases, when you dressing up as these characters, they be revealing. Like let's take Starfire for instance, the original Starfire design. She got a leotard on, her titties out, all her legs and stuff out, and everything. They go directly against being modest, and that's how God want our women to to dress. Um, I don't know how to answer that question all the way. It's like I know how to answer, but I don't know how to answer. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna bring it up to Calvin when he come over this weekend, and me and him record TNE. I'm gonna bring it up to him, see what he got to say about it. But biblically, like dressing up in cosplay is going against how God want women to dress, because 9 times out of 10, that character that you cosplaying is don't be dressed up modestly, especially if you do like superheroes and stuff like that. So if you try to dress up as Wonder Woman, of course Wonder Woman got a skirt on, but if she moved the wrong way and bent over, her ass out, her bustier, like everything about the cosplay with the female characters be provocative, because back then they were trying to get the boys to like the female heroes and stuff. So they'll have them dressed like that and have nice powers and all that type of shit. But like I said, I have a more definite answer for you Saturday when Calvin get here. What you got to say about the call?
Oh yeah, you totally right. Cause it's. I'm gonna be honest. For me, this just for me personally. I don't know if everybody else ever felt that, but it was even when I was a little boy. When I didn't even think about sex. It's always been two scenes in my life that made me think about sex, even as a little boy. You remember when in the original Teen Titans on Cartoon Network, whenever Raven used to walk around with her hoodie and her cloak on like Batman all the time. But sometimes she open that junk up, and I'll be like, "Damn, look at them thighs and shit, and her chest and shit." Starfire was kind of tame. She just had a small skirt, but she was skinny and she had no ass with it. But Raven had big ass thighs and she had her chest out. And another scene, and that even when I was a little boy, that made me think about sex. and I wasn't even thinking about sex or even thought sexually. But when I saw that as a child, I was like, damn, you know. And the second scene was in Naruto, the original Naruto, when Neji beat Hinata ass. When he beat her ass and walked away from the tuning exams, they came and opened her shirt up. You remember, because he had hit her in her chest, but her breast was big as hell. I was like, what the fuck? Because we used to see Hinata with that big ass jacket on,
with that coat on. Yeah.
When they opened her jacket up and he said she had that armor on, the little ninja armor for the shurikens and shit, and her chest was out. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's just
it's too damn big.
Yeah,
and most time when people cosplay Hinata, they always have big titties. Same thing with Tsunade. They always have big old titties.
Yeah, but them costumes they made like that on purpose. So it's made to. Plus, like you said, Starfire in real life, you can't walk around like that talking about fighting no crime. That's uncomfortable as hell.
Then on top of that, let's just say you was a woman that got body, and you have curves, and you got body and all type of shit. You put on the wrong cosplay, it's instantly sexual.
Yeah,
like a regular woman that don't have shape like that for real. That skinny, she could put on in the outfit, and it'll just be, oh, that's Terra from Teen Titans. But then if she got thick thighs and curvy hips and ass and titties, you be like, damn, I'm trying to fuck, like your conversation change.
Yep, it's just like Naomi in WWE. It don't matter how much ring out gear she got on. She dressed from her neck all the way to her feet, but it's just the way her body shape. She still thinking hell. It don't matter. So she used to just dress bra and women's underwear, and you can see her belly and all that stuff. But now she got a whole suit on, and she still got body. So it's like it don't matter. It don't matter what you put on.
They're just like if you look at them like them teenage white girls most times. They be like 12, 13, 14 years old. They just be long and skinny. With
them long legs.
Yeah, and they just can wear anything and people won't think twice about it.
And they parents be letting them wear them little Daisy Duke shorts and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if a little black girl or a little Hispanic girl where they got a little body, you be like, man, go take this shit off. Why you got that on?
It be like the white girl jump be at the crotch, right here at the crotch. It be so high up that you can see the pocket from their pants sticking out.
Yep.
The pocket from the pants, the pocket dip is longer than the pants itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even see black girls wear clothes like that. They still wear booty shorts. It stop at mid thigh, but they got that ass. So
they can't wear like most black women can't wear shit like that because they got thighs and ass and shit.
Yeah, that's what they call them coochie. It cut that middle right there. But white women can wear that shit and maybe like, oh, you just out and about today running errands.
Even some white girls have that type of body type too, but they don't wear those type of.
Yeah.
So it be the long skinny white girl that be wearing that
like
shit.
If you go up towards Kentucky, Nashville, stuff like that. That's what they don't got no body. They don't got none of that. They just long and skinny with long legs. But
they just got them legs.
Yeah, they built like Helena from the Vampire Diaries. They just built like all that. I ain't saying she ugly though. Like she built like Helena, Victoria Justice, and all that.
Hey, Victoria Justice fine for what you talking about?
She fine. I'm just saying they built like her. I'm saying they ain't thick as hell. I'm just they built, but they fine as hell.
Yeah, they just be legs.
Yeah,
so.
they mostly legs for real.
So shit, but yeah, that's the Q&A today. But what's your name? Xena Warrior Princess. I'm gonna have a more definite answer for you Saturday when Calvin get here. I'm gonna talk to him about it. And you said you've been listening to TND for months, and you like when Calvin be on, so you know he gonna say something. So we're gonna have a more definite answer for you Saturday when he get here this weekend. But yeah, what you been up to, Carl?
Same old. It's been raining out here. I just been chilling and what have I looked at? I tried. It hasn't been no new developments and nothing that we've been discussing over the past couple of weeks. It's like a saga. Like we discussed something from a saga from a little arc, and then once that stuff died down, we move on to something else. I haven't seen nothing new, but oh yeah, you sent me that wait, hold on. First, what do you want to talk about first? Because I don't want people to be like, that's the first thing they be talking about. That's the first thing they talk about.
But
what you trying to get into today?
It really ain't shit. It really, like you said, we at the part of the anime when Naruto beat Pain ass and they rebuilding the village and shit before the next thing going. So we in the filler part right now, but it really ain't nothing going on. But the main thing I've been having going on is like I was talking about doing the Q&A. Like man, I've been making these videos, bro, and been posting these jobs, and them just been going like viral and shit on especially TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. So, and I know it get to a point where like your video doing good. Like one of my videos doing so good, like I posted that junk there 5 minutes later. That whole had like 5,000 views. I'm like, god damn. Then I looked at it another minute or two later, it had like 10,000. I'm like, what the fuck going on? And then TikTok told me, he was like, TikTok sent me a notification said your video going viral. Go live while your video going viral to make your other videos viral. I'm like, what the fuck going on? It was like 6 a.m. when this shit was going on.
And see, I'm gonna tell you what I did the other day. Some across my feed the other day. Somebody that's on the inside of the social media world, they had released what it takes to get payout from each website.
Yeah,
I seen that TikTok pays $600 for 1 million views. Snapchat pays $1,000 for 1 million views.
Yeah, Snapchat paid the most out of all the social media.
Well, it is a social media. YouTube ain't a social media. YouTube pays $5,000 for 1 million views. Twitter pays $8. Well, $9, $8.50.
That's why nobody really post on Twitter for real. They just post on there just to show people shit.
Nigga, Twitter pays $9 for 1 million views, and Facebook pays $100 for 1 million views. I'm like, well, you got to really be. That's why I be now. When I seen that, I used to think these folks were just insanely rich because they went viral one time. But now I see why people gotta constantly make content, constantly keep going, constantly keep updating, constantly go live and stream every day because you got to get 1 million views just to get that money rolling in and shit. That's why
I'm gonna tell you the cheat code though.
They show up on different shows and shit like that.
Not even just that. The cheat code is put your shit on the shit that paid like Twitter and Facebook pays the least.
Mm-hmm.
Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram. Snapchat and TikTok pays the most.
Right.
Then YouTube got their YouTube Shorts. So now you get paid from YouTube Shorts and YouTube at the same time. So the cheat code is put all your shit on all the platforms and short form content and make long form content for YouTube. And then when you build your following, start streaming because now you got people who want to see you because they already following you on YouTube and all that type of stuff. And when you getting your views on Twitter, on Twitch, the more people that are watching, because I remember back in the day, it was hard for you to become an affiliate on Twitch. Even when I became an affiliate on Twitch 2 years ago. I had to get a certain amount of people watching me, a certain amount of stream time, a certain amount of stream days, and everything. But they just came out with a new update where you don't got to do none of that shit no more. It's super easy for you to become an affiliate now. And so now it's easy for people to start streaming and all that type of shit. So now when you got ads running in your stream, if you got 100 to 200 to 500 people watching your stream and there's ads running, you getting paid a whole bunch of money because a lot of people watching your stream. Mm. So now you don't have to just strictly rely on TikTok and
views and shit.
Yeah, so you got the ad money and shit.
You got the ad money plus you got your independent sponsors and shit.
And people who want to subscribe to you,
and people who, like you said, subscribe to you and send them money in their lives and shit. You be seeing like $10 and shit pop up.
Bruh, I literally watch Maximilian every time he go live, bruh. It's this person, they name Lucky 17 or something like that. Every time Max be streaming and he talk about some shit that they like, they donate this man $7,707, $777. And I'm like, bro, these folks really just gave this man $7,000, almost $8,000, 3 days in a row. Mm. But it's people like that. Like I forgot what it's called. It's a certain name for people who got a lot of money, and they'll go around looking at small streamers and shit, and they'll do a test on it. So let's just say I was streaming and didn't have that many people in the chat, and they joined the chat, and we talking and stuff. And I'm being nice to him, and I'm being respectful, and we having fun and going back and forth and stuff. Before they leave, He was like, I had fun or whatever. I'm gonna give you a tip, and they'll leave a big ass donation like $400, $500, $3,000. Cause that would happen to me when I first started streaming. Like when I ain't have nobody in the chat, it was just Nightbot, and one person joined, and I was talking to I was playing Tekken. This was around about time Tekken had just came out, and I was playing Tekken 8. And I'll talk to him and all the type of stuff. Ooh, lab call, get my ass beat, and all the type of shit. Before that man left, he donated me. He donated me $925. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, I was like, damn, I appreciate this. Like, but it's a certain word for that because I forgot what it's called. You know, let me look it up. It's a certain word for that. What is it called? Damn, as soon as I typed in what is it called when a person, Google said, what is it called when a person eats another person? What the fuck going on?
Cannibalism.
Yeah. Small streamer. Let's see. I'm finna find out what it is, but outside of that, shit, I don't really got nothing going on. It's really just me just shit building up this online presence and shit.
Yeah.
And then when them folk be like, just constantly post, so the algorithm can see that you're a real person and all that type of shit. I'm like, man, that shit ain't real. But then, man, if I be posting so much, I'm starting to see that shit real.
Yeah, see, once I looked into that, because anytime I look into something, it piques my interest. That's what makes me keep on looking into it. Then I don't say I got a complete understanding of it, but I kind of figure out what's the basically what's the strategy here. And like you said just a minute ago, I can see people doing it because they do it on GoFundMe all the time. Then people in real life, they just give away when people get older stuff. They give away their cars, house, they possession. They give away all this stuff. People be having the same amounts of money. Just go to a Denny's and eat a Denny's breakfast and then leave about $5,000 as a tip under the plate. It happens all the time. So I can of course I can believe it. Like and then just like what we said, just like what Calvin said last week. You don't know who's watching. That's why you always and you don't know who's who. That's why even if it's somebody on the street, make sure you being polite to everybody. Because like Christ said, treat everybody how you want to be treated. You got to make sure you on your game everywhere you go because you don't know who's watching, and anybody can change your life at any moment for the good or for the better. Like you can go outside and go to McDonald's with a bad attitude, run into somebody else with a bad attitude that day. You just lost your life just like that. Easy. It happens all the time on the news. But then we don't think of it as the other way around. You can just go outside. I'm just finna go to Family Dollar real quick and grab me some chips. Run into a whole millionaire. You helped him change his tire. Man, just gave you $1 million or whatever. Anything. Like people always think their life changed for the worse. If I go outside, I'm gonna get shot at, I'm gonna get robbed. But then I never think the opposite is true also. Like, man, it's been some crazy story. One Whitney Houston singing in the bathroom or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, like just singing in the bathroom. And then, shit. And then Justin Bieber just post some shit online. He didn't even sound too good to me.
Me neither.
Just post some shit online. Now don't look at him now, but look where he got to though.
It's the same thing with Holly and Chloe. They were just posting shit online, and Beyonce signed them to her label.
And a lot of black girls can just sing, not sing, but everybody can. A lot of girls can just sing to the point where we can get you in the studio. We can tweak that voice and do some mixing and matching. We'll get you sounding good. Just like Tyler, I don't think she just can sing, but they like, look at your face and look. But
Tyler fine though. Yeah, that's why they got her.
Look at your face, look at your body. We can sell that based off, and then just use your music to just sell you. It's just how it go. It ain't nothing to be mad about, but it's just I can see how life works. But what I was saying was that I see how social media, how streaming and stuff works for the most part, not in depth and stuff. I see that now when I notice that. When I see posts on Facebook about women be saying certain things about men should always shut the fuck up and this and that just to get engagement, and then I be looking at their comments and they shares, they be having 1,000 some shares and 500K comment. I be like, oh, you just saying it so you can get engagement. you probably don't even really mean that. Like, you just saying it so people can share your stuff and comment, and you get engagement on your page, so you try to make money. I was like, oh, okay, so now stuff like that don't even make me mad no more. Like, I be like,
I be telling folks social media ain't, I've been telling folks for the longest, social media ain't real. That shit, man, them folks ain't tricking me.
These folks just say something, it'll be a comment, I'm just making something up. I don't care how much evidence came out. Tory Lane, that nigga guilty, and then she had all these different, like, some many K shares and all these comments.
That's literally what happened to me. Like, that literally what happened to me when I was, you know what? Let me just pull it up.
Yeah, and I'll be like, when I see this stuff, I'll be like, I'll be giving them money and supporting them and falling to the trap. If I was to stop, click on their post and read the comments and shit just to see an argument that going nowhere. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going, because, like you said, social media ain't real for real.
Yeah,
it's all about engagement. It's all about trying to get you engaged, because it's always negative stuff. That's how you know it's something that's trying to catch your attention, because it's always some negative or some type of hot take that don't make no sense. So it'd be like, I don't know.
Let me share my screen.
What happened? What you talking about?
So I'm finna show you exactly with me. I had made a video.
That might Chop.
Who?
You, nigga.
Oh yeah, I've been cut out my hair.
Nah, I'm talking about you Chop. I know you cut your hair. I'm talking about you Chop now.
Where is it?
You got the fade on the side.
Where is it? Bro, me playing Slugfest got 15,000 views, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is shit at? Here we go. This video I just made, posted 2 days ago. 23,000 views, and people. It's one of these giants. I think it's this one right here. But let's see. Let me turn this shit up.
Hey, this shit could have blew up. Oh, it did blow up.
So
didn't it blow up?
Nah, they just set it on fire. So my point in this video, I was like, what's the point in it
did blow up. Oh.
Yeah, so they set it on fire.
Oh.
So my point was, it's a difference between, because right now in Los Angeles, the Hispanic brothers, so they out there.
Your video and you talking at the same time, fool.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
Yeah, okay.
So, like I was saying, what I say? Oh, the Hispanic brothers was out there in Los Angeles, out there, protesting and shit. And for whatever reason, they saying it's a peaceful protest, but they out there doing shit like this. So let me go to the. So I talked about this. So now they out there, because my whole thing was, when it come down to the deportation and shit, I'm like, at the end of the day, the laws of the land, if you come over here illegally, just because the law over here, they have the right to deport you and shit. So they over here setting cars on fire and waving the Mexican flag, and my whole thing was like, well, if you feel that way about Mexico, just go back to Mexico.
And see, look what they doing. I'm already gonna tell you what Calvin gonna say. This is what's they're gonna say, the people that want them to deport, they're gonna say, this is what we talking about right here. Y'all giving them an excuse. Y'all giving people, look, this is what we talking about. This is why we don't want them here. Look what they doing.
So I'm looking for one of my videos where one folks trying to sneak it on my ass.
In that last car, they jump right there, the Jeep. See, they jump burst into flames. What if they jump with, like you said? What if it would decide to explode? It would have killed everybody right there in that area. Instead of bursting to flame. Because of what? Ah. Right.
But yeah, so that's exactly why this shit going on out there in Los Angeles, because of this shit. But in this video, what I was talking about, some Hispanic folks got in the damn minivan and just driving crazy, and there's people out in the street running into traffic, doing some everything. And I was like, what they got to do with protesting peacefully. Because that's what they saying. It's peaceful protests going on in Los Angeles, but everything that I'm constantly seeing is the exact opposite of peaceful protesting.
Because you hear, like remember what Cap said last week, you hear the news say one thing, but then now we got social media. People filming right there, showing you what's happening.
So like here we go right here.
Right there. They don't look
exactly. They, for instance, they right here, they spitting on the American flag and setting it on fire.
But y'all
and I'm like, bruh, I understand because the point of the protest was because they tired of how ICE treating Hispanic brothers and sisters. And I tell the people, it ain't only the Hispanic people that's going through there. It's some other races go through there too. But these folks throwing rocks at police cars. So I'm like, okay, you throwing rocks at the police cars and all type of stuff. Then what? Your folks still kidnapped. Y'all still getting treated with injustice. So what's the point of throwing the rocks at the cars and blowing them up for?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing getting changed at the end of the day. That's the point I was making in this video. They even lighting up Molotovs and throwing Molotovs onto the cars and shit, setting them on fire.
So basically y'all riding.
That's exactly what it is. It's not a ride.
Cause once damage come in, once I see fire and shit, y'all wearing a mask and shit, y'all just riding there. Y'all just riding.
Yeah, so
ain't nothing but a ride.
That's all what it is. Them folks ain't doing no damn peaceful protesting and shit.
Yeah, people, you see, that's exactly what we were talking about when stuff go down. I see it's gonna go down because it don't take nothing to make people start acting crazy, fool. It don't take nothing. I remember not too long ago, they were like, hey, we finna have a water shortage. Man, it was all the water was going out the stove.
One thing I learned, I don't know.
It don't take nothing, food. I remember, like, it's been 3 instances so far. When the tissue was gone, everybody buying up all the tissue. Everybody acting crazy and shit. Everybody buying all the food and shit out the stoves. Then it was another. Then the time I really seen it was when COVID happened. You couldn't sit next to nobody. People like, oh, you sitting next to me. You don't got no mask on. Your mask ain't on right. And people about to fight over this. I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. You go into the store, they let 2 people. They let one person in at one time and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it don't take nothing to get people to act crazy over anything.
Over anything. So
just like I don't know how true it is about him cutting the food stamps off, but once it start making
that should happen a lot. It's hard. It's gonna be hard for people to get food stamps and shit now.
Yeah, once it start making a difference and people start running out of money, let's just see how it go. Because they don't, like I said, like we just said, it don't take nothing to make people it don't take nothing, fool. Then all these jobs disappearing every day. Everybody jobs going over out of business and going overseas every day. So we just gotta see.
I just realized something. I see the video when I was playing the damn kiosk game.
Yeah, I was gonna say how that John did.
Let me go to it. Matter of fact, let me show my screen again. There we go. What I done that?
You see, that wasn't even that long ago. You done did so many videos.
Man, see, that's a scary game when I was hollering for no damn reason. Oh, here you go. How you do this shit?
What happened to the screen?
Bro, what the fuck is this I'm playing? That shit was scary. Turn the play light on. Get ahead. Put that shit back on.
Everybody laughing at you, bro.
Oh my fucking goodness, bro.
They might get you $225.
Oh hell no. Let me go on there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, don't pick it up. Yeah.
Hey, that was the best one right there, fool.
Oh my fucking, that's just stupid.
How many views did you get?
Oh my. How can I? What is that?
You gotta go outside the video, I guess.
Oh yeah. Damn, where the hell go?
That went right back to the top.
Got 1,600 views.
Oh, this what's up. What's up?
That's what we like when I be hollering and scared and shit.
I guess you gotta keep on staying on what's hot. what's going on TV and shit. You shouldn't even scream today. I was like, what's up, fool? You trying to do something?
Oh my fucking goodness, bro.
Hell no, that shit was scary, fool. I can't play this whole
fucking. Hey, this what I needed, babe.
Bro, it's the sounds in my headphone that scared. That shit just scared me just now. Bruh. Bruh, this game scary as hell.
Man, you a baby, fool.
Fool, I was scared of hell playing. It's the sound, bruh.
Bro, I would have been walking through this shit.
Hell no.
Look at this. Watch this.
Oh my fucking.
That shit's scary.
Man, you a baby, man. I would turn around and be like, what?
Hell no.
Man, you need to see me play scary games. I'd be like, nah, that shit gonna be boring because I ain't even gonna do shit.
I be scared of hell playing these damn games.
They're like a baby.
They're like, fool. When I be playing baseball, fool. Hell yeah.
Each buyer hit it out of the park on that one.
Gives it away. These home run, but it's going the other way.
But lands foul. And there's out number 5. A little looper, short right.
I'm really getting cheated.
It's been around since I played.
And he smoked that one.
That's a home run. Oh, okay.
So I love that shit. I love playing home run derby.
Right at the end of the tunnel is.
Hey, come on.
And he gets a hold of it.
There we go.
And Jones.
Not that hoe. The other one I like when you hear that fucking.
It's gone. And rack up
The other one I like when you smacking these one.
Hey!
Smack these hoe back to back.
With the out.
Hold up, gonna start creaming.
There it is.
Hold on, start creaming these.
This is fourth.
Hold on, creaming these hoes now. Oh damn! See, I got you talking.
That one. Out number 8.
I got you talking about. I was creaming the whole back to back for a second. There you
Go
go.
Lantern. And Jones.
Hey, this shit's on damn cold.
How you play baseball? Creamy. Oh damn!
And there it goes. Make that 9 out.
Man, come on, bro. I gotta cream this last one, bro.
And launches one deep.
Wait a minute, is it a home run?
And that'll do it for him.
All right.
Yeah, I be having plenty of shit on here. I don't know why I be keeping a do-rag on my head all the time. Well, a skull cap on my head. But shit, I stay having my damn haircut. Nah, ever since I cut my shit, I was like, you know what, man, fuck, I ain't finna have no damn long hair no more. Fuck this shit. I don't got time for this shit. Shit. Oh yeah, bruh. So usually when I get the questions for TNE, like for Calvin, I see the questions, but I won't read them. I just instantly just send them straight to. I like send it to his phone, and he called me the day before yesterday. He was like, he was like, see, this is why I told you, you never know who be listening when we be on the podcast. I'm like, why? What happened? He was like, did you read the questions you sent me? I'm like, nah. I just sent it to you. He was like, go and read that first question. He was like, because that one was deep and it kind of messed me up. And he was like, now I got to prepare to answer that question for this person. So I was like, okay, let me go read it. So I'm gonna read that shit. So somebody named Purple Box Red Juice asked Calvin. He said, I've been listening to TNE for the past year, and ever since Calvin started coming on, I learned a lot about God that I didn't know about. I've been trying to find my way to God through doing what Calvin teaching, like reading scriptures and aligning my action with what the words say. How do I fight these spirits or feelings that still overwhelms me? I try so hard to change my life, and I even stop bad habits, but I still have problems and sometimes relapse with women and weed. How can I continue to fight it? I'm like, damn. So so when I read the question, Cal was like, see, he was like, that's why I say you never know who be listening. You never know who be hearing what I be having to say about God. So I'm like, bro, I didn't even know that question said that because, like I said, I look at the question and just send it straight to him. So it made me think like, damn. So it is some people who be listening because like this might say he been listening to TNE for the past year. So I'm like, damn, and I only been doing TNT for the last past 2 years. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, because so Cal was like, now he gotta really dig deep and like try to tell him what's up and shit. And it got me thinking. I'm like, man, bro, you never know. What's the scripture when it was like, we gotta like say it to the wind because you never know who be listening. Like you really never know who be listening. Like another one of the questions somebody asked Cal was like, is the Trinity a real thing? So 9 times out of 10 when somebody asks about the Trinity, they trying to see is Christ the Most High and the Holy Spirit the same being, the same thing when it's not. But Calvin will break that down. But I'm like, damn.
I'm gonna tell you why he said it's kind of hard. That first question,
Yeah,
it's because he can't answer it quickly. That's a whole lesson. That's a whole class lesson type of question.
Mm-hmm.
He can't just tell that person the answer and then move to the next subject. You gotta break that shit down because that's what he was talking about later. Where you like he got to go into he got to go past milk and start going into meat and shit. But we don't know where that guy's at, so he can't just answer that question in 2 minutes. He got to that's like a whole 30-minute segment or something.
Yeah, that's why he said he glad I sent him the question ahead of time
because he wouldn't have been ready for that.
Yeah. So now and by now he probably went in there and found some stuff to bring it out.
Yeah.
But 9 out of 10, this person who asked that question in the beginning stages, like how we was a couple years ago.
Yeah, he said he just started. Of course, it's gonna be hard at the beginning, especially we don't know where he is. He probably by himself too. It's gonna be even harder, but it ain't impossible though.
So Cal was like, he might end up, referring him to IUIC after he break down his answer and stuff. That'd be the best thing to do.
If they should be everywhere, it should be. They everywhere, goddamn it. Or he can just be a IUIC congregation online. Just get on. They upload enough more than every other camp that you can stay strong with their content. And
I'm glad you said something about that, bro. Remember all them years ago, because we've been in this truth for about 8, 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you remember when we first got into this truth, we was able to go online and see House of David, ISUPK, who else? It's a whole bunch of more camps we were able to go online on YouTube and see.
Mm-hmm.
Including IUIC.
Mm-hmm.
Including IUIC. Now, when you go, what's the name of that group that Hashar was with?
AOC.
Yeah, like AOC, all them folk. AOC, they still teaching.
They still out there in New York.
Yeah, see, Hashar, he ain't teaching like that no more. He step in when he need to, but it's the young brothers now. But
whenever I do watch a video, I still see him in the background though. I'll be like,
know what I'm saying? Like he don't teach like that, but it's the young folks that doing what he was doing. But it's at the point now, all them other counts and stuff, they gone.
GMS and all that shit.
Yeah, they gone. Yep. That's how you know. As much as people hate on IUIC, bro, they got to be doing something right according to the Most High. For them to be spreaded like they is and still be around like they is, they got to be doing something right according to the Most High.
I saw them folk marching in Memphis not too long ago.
Know what I'm saying?
They was all downtown. There was a lot of that.
Bro, IUIC be all over there in Africa, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. They be all over the United States. They everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High won't let them folks spread like that if they was using his word in some wicked, perverted way.
Right.
So they got to be doing something right. So though I be like, man, though I said referring them to IUIC and that's not saying that everybody within that camp is right, because there's some people within that camp that ain't on their shit. But but when Nathan and all the folks kind of find out what's going on, and people up under them, they be getting them up out of there quick.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like that shit that happened with Deacon Ethan, like I don't know, man, what the fuck this man in there? The whole time, the them elders were getting him right. They had to pull him from teaching and everything because he fucked up.
Right.
But he repented and got back right and all that type of stuff. So he back teaching that. But yeah, man, referring them to IUIC probably will be the best thing to do because he'll be able to learn more. Because Calvin only be on there twice a week. He only be on there just twice a month. He come on there every 2 weeks. So it's only so much that Calvin can tell him within the time frame that we get. Because we usually record TNE for about 90 minutes to 2 hours. So it's only so much that he can tell him within that time frame. So
that's right.
So IUIC would be the best thing for him. But moving forward, hey man, you seen that Invincible trailer?
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fighting games now. I'm like, man, they don't make like
bruh
7-8 fighting games now. I'm like,
why is all the new fighting game 3v3? What happened to 1-on-1 games, bruh?
I was gonna say something about that, but I was like, no, I don't even care. But that Marvel game 4v4, Hunter x Hunter game 3v3, the Invisible game 3v3. It's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be a whole lot of mirror matches, or not necessarily mirror matches, but somebody gonna have, especially in that Marvel game, it's gonna be at least 2 common characters on each team, unless they roster just big as hell, which Marvel not gonna make no big ass roster because they want money, so their game gonna come out with a small ass roster because they already putting 4v4. So how many characters they gonna put in the game on launch?
For it to be straight, it needs to be at least 30 characters on launch roster. At least.
Man, Marvel ain't finna do that, bro. They want money for
Marvel's Capcom had more than 30.
But that was 3v3 though. This 4v4, so it's a high probability that at least 2 people gonna make it on everybody's team, and it's gonna be people can get tired of it until the DLC start coming out. But I hate fighting mirror matches.
I hate this shit with a passion too.
Not that the character. I don't understand the character. I just don't. I be wanting to see somebody else fight me. Just like that's why I can't watch tournaments no more, because once you get to the high levels, you see the same people. It's like you don't want to watch it no more. It's like
I was just about to say that. Like, now watch, when folks find out what the meta is in their game and start going to tournaments, everybody gonna be playing with the best characters, and everybody they gonna have the same characters on their team.
Man, I can see it now, bro. It's gonna be Wolverine. I see how Storm fighting, and then I see Doom, bro. It's gonna be the same team. Watch, bro. I already know how, because that's how Marvel vs. Capcom always be. It be getting in top 8. Be Dante, his brother. You're gonna see Zero there. You're gonna see Wolverine. You're gonna see Phoenix. Just ain't gonna be no like you'll be surprised. Like, damn, Chris from Resident Evil in this hoe. Because nobody play with that nigga. Like, it's just so. But yeah, I don't know what they doing with all these tag team games, because it's just like that Hunter x Hunter game. It's only like 15 people in that jump, but it's 3v3. So everybody gonna have the same characters. Plus, at the same time, it's just too many fighting games coming out. So some people gonna be playing Marvel, some people gonna be playing Invisible. That's if these games good though. The Invisible game look good, but it don't look good at the same time.
That's because it's still in the early alpha phase, so you gotta wait, like, let them folks polish their joint a little bit more.
Man, people they be saying it, but them anime games never come out looking good unless it's Naruto Ninja Storm. They don't never come out looking good. Well, that Bleach junk came out looking good, but everything else don't be never coming out looking good. Hunter x Hunter, that junk do not look good. That junk just look fun, but how much fun can it be if nobody ain't playing online? Which I think nobody gonna be playing online, because now they making an Invisible game. Now they making a Marvel game. And then Virtual Fighter still out there in the background somewhere. Then I seen another fighting game. I forgot the name of that whole, but I seen another fighting game. I was like, damn, these folk making plenty of fighting games now.
Man.
So now it's finna be all the talent finna be spread out. It ain't just finna be people playing Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken. People finna be spread out everywhere. The way it's looking. That's if these games be successful though.
I ain't gonna never say a lie. I'm ready for that Mortal Kombat collection to come out, because to be able to play your favorite version, like one of my most favorite versions of the first Mortal Kombat is the Sega Genesis version because of the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
But bruh, you able to play Mortal Kombat 1, the arcade version, the Sega Genesis version, the Super Nintendo version. Then you able to play Mortal Kombat 2 arcade version, Sega Genesis. Like, I don't know why they decided to do that, but I'm glad they did. And all of it on Roll Band their code. But it all depends on, I don't know. Then the folks said it's more games to be announced. So like, damn, you already announced the whole arcade era, Mortal Kombat 1 through 4. So what other game, besides Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which I think should be on there, but I don't know what other Mortal Kombat games should be. They're gonna put in that Legacy collection.
I don't know. We just have to wait and see.
I'm gonna play the shit out there, John. Though, cause I love especially the old Mortal Kombat game. You know they be cheating me out and shit. I mean that should be pissing me off. But I ain't really been doing shit for real. I've just been watching what's going on in the news with this shit with what this shit called? With this shit with the riots and shit. It's people like DGG said he ain't been seeing no riots out there. He out there in Los Angeles, but everywhere I'm turning around, I'm seeing somebody upload videos of them being, destructive and shit out there in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at the news be like, contrary to what people believe on social media, it's very peaceful protests going on out here in Los Angeles. But everything I'm seeing about this shit from different people is showing that, the Hispanic brothers is out there just doing crazy shit.
Oh, well, okay.
So it just reminded me of what Cameron said, like when he was over here a couple of weeks ago. That the news already got what they, gonna say. So I didn't even know you had listed the episode.
It's see, when stuff like that be happening, I don't even be getting excited no more. Back when I used to think like this stuff can happen tomorrow, Christ finna come back tomorrow. Every time something smaller happen, I'd be like, hey, this it. Like it'll be a hurricane somewhere in Kentucky or something. I'd be like, hey, this it. Christ finna come back now. Man, I'll be next thing you know, 5 months later, I'm still alive and shit. I'm like, damn. So I'm seeing these people just like when Donald Trump got the first election. I'm like, hey, yeah, this it. Everything finna blow up. World War III. Man, it been what? This is almost his first year in term off. I'm like, man, ain't seen a war yet. I'm like, matter of fact, this shit don't get quiet. Ain't nobody talking about no damn war. But it be giving me comfort because Christ said, when everybody least expect it, this when shit gonna happen. So when I'm looking at these folks down in Los Angeles doing all that, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna keep going to work because this shit ain't finna happen yet. I'm just gonna keep going to work. I know when something happens. What, like it's gonna be like that for a little minute in Los Angeles, and this shit gonna go back to normal for some reason. It just always does that. Just like every time they kill, every time there be some injustice going on in the black community, everybody be marching, not going to work for a week in the middle of the street, blocking the whole bridge off. Then next thing you know, everybody back at work. So yeah, they ain't finna stop these people from doing what they want to do. Cause see, the thing about them ICE guys, when you look at them, they be them white military dudes and stuff. Them black ops dudes, they supposed to be in Call of Duty. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They be having the shades on with the beard, and they be having that arm tattoo, that long ass arm tattoo with that bulletproof vest on and shit, carrying a big ass rifle, looking just like they out of Call of Duty, bro. I be like, see, these dudes, they'll do their job for free. They don't even want to get paid for that. They'll do that for free. That's what they want to do anyway. Yep. Yeah, that makes their job at sight. That makes them get up and go to work. That make them be happy. Yeah, we finna go raid this house and pull out about 5 Hispanic people. They love doing that shit. Esau they always love doing this shit. Just like when they were slave hunt, they just slave hunt. They want to slave hunt. They want to go catch slaves after we got free. They wanted to.
That's how the police force even got invented. Yeah. Like when the slaves was free and all that type of shit, they was hunting down slaves and all that type of shit, locking them up.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. It's a place called the place I got locked up at in Tennessee, Dyersburg. They still pop up on my feed on Facebook. I seen that one of they sheriffs had he had retired this year. His retirement picture, he had the mustache and everything like a dude from back in the day. I'm like, bro, these folks still walk around like this. And he had his sheriff hat on, and he was still riding a horse. I'm like, just like back in the day, like you know how sheriffs still be riding their horse, and they still wear them hats. They still wear them hats on their head. I'm like, ain't nothing changed, bro. They still got the gun on their hip on their horse, just like cowboys used to have, and they still got the handcuffs on the side of their hips, just like back in the day when they used to catch slaves with the shackles. Did nothing change at all. I'm like, yup.
Fool. Yep. The Bible tell you ain't nothing new under the sun.
Nope. When I looked at him, I was like, bro, you wouldn't even think nobody would still walk around with that type of beard, and stuff like that. He had that gent on with the curl and everything in it. I was like, these folks just the same people. No, but that's deep out there in the country in Tennessee, but they still out there. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, plus when I see sheriffs out here, they still ride around on horseback. Even though how you gonna catch a criminal on a horseback when we in cars and stuff? But they still ride horseback with them hats on and stuff. But
exactly,
it's just their tradition. It's their uniform. Their tradition. So I'll be like, yep, this is the same old place.
Man, fool, I ain't even saying a lie. I'm ready to see what book Calvin talking about that he bringing uh tomorrow. I mean Saturday.
Man, I actually got some books like that.
No, I got a couple books, but them books I got, I don't got none like that up in the gym.
Yeah, I got some books like that, but every time it be like maybe I just been in the truth too long, because when I read stuff like that, it don't surprise me. It don't blow my mind no more, because I know we Israelites, so I just read past. I just look like, yeah, of course, why not? like don't you got a copy from Babylon to Timbuktu?
Yep.
Yeah, that's talking about that in there in Babylon Timbuktu.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I just look at it like, yeah, of course, why not?
Man, fool, at the end of the day, when it come down to this shit, I told you earlier when we first started recording, we've been in this shit down there 8-9 years now.
Yeah, so
a lot of shit ain't as surprising to us no more.
Just
like how it was when we first came to the truth. We wanted to tell everybody and teach everybody and all this shit.
Yeah, just like dude question to Calvin about how to battle this stuff. I was like, man, this stuff right there, man. You know, you gotta just battle this shit. But I was thinking like, oh yeah, wait, this 9 years of me battling this shit. Okay, yeah, of course I can say that.
That's a long time.
Yeah, of course I can say that. But my first 2 years, I was like, man, I want to celebrate Christmas with my friends. I want to go to Halloween party.
Yeah, like nigga, like and then even still 8-9 years later, niggas still be slipping and fucking up. So it's always that why scripture say repentance is a daily thing, bro. Like, 'cause you gotta be on your shit all the time. And most I know we gonna slip up and fuck up. We just can't just be doing crazy shit.
It was something I wanted to tell Calvin, but I still ain't got a chance to talk to him. But when y'all was looking for that description in Sirach, I was like, I instantly knew the scripture, because I was like, hey Calvin, I don't think Calvin know, but I'm Proverbs. I be knowing I'm Proverbs. But he never knew me for that. But I wanted to tell him that it was just two things in the Bible when I first started reading that just captivated me, that just had my mind gone, where I just had to focus on that. I hyper focused on that, and it was Proverbs and Sirach. And it was the life of David, because with Proverbs, it's just to me in my head, that's how I think, that's how God walk around, and that's how Christ walk around every day. That's how they speak. When they speak, they say something out of there. So when I read that, I'm reading like that's just what he'll say throughout the day, because it's just words from God. It's just what he'll say throughout the day.
That's why most I said Solomon was the most wisest.
Because he spoke like God. He just said stuff God would say throughout the day. And he was the wisest man ever.
So Proverbs and Sirach ain't nothing but a bunch of wise sayings anyway.
From God. And it be having my mind gone. That's why I be in Proverbs so much. And then when y'all was talking about it, I was in the garage working out. And then he said, man, what's that scripture? I said, oh, a wicked man is given to a wicked woman. Because I say it all the time. Because I be reading about women and stuff. I read about how to deal with certain things. So I instantly knew it. I was saying to the whole time, like, man, y'all don't find it. I was doing push-ups and everything. I was like, oh man, I was like, bro, find this shit.
Man, I can't be remembering.
but I was like, damn, I forget. I be knowing Proverbs. And then when it comes to David, do Calvin listen to the episodes?
I don't know, but he say Ibad listen to all of them, John.
Well, at least Ibad can hear me say it. But David, the reason why I be hyper focused on David, because David is the closest thing that we got to. David is the thing we got to a human that lived, that wasn't a prophet, and that lived a normal life like us. I can't use Christ because Christ was almost like not a human. He didn't make no mistakes. And I can't use the prophets because God spoke to the prophets. God ain't never spoke to me. I ain't never heard his voice like how they heard it. I seen him work in ways and stuff with us, but I never heard him or show me a vision, and then that stuff just happened before my eyes. So I can't use a prophet. But David was just a man like us. I seen David sin, and I seen God be mad at him, and I seen him work his way back to grace and stuff. So he's like, I be focused on his life because he's living proof of stuff like, let's say, I lost my job. When I lost my job, I didn't have a job for a whole year. And I was going through it but that didn't mean that God wasn't with me, because you remember David was being chased by Saul for 8 years.
Saul trying to get his ass.
Yeah, I had forgot how long the time period. I thought it was a couple of months. I had looked in scripture. It was like 8-9 years they might have chasing him. That David was on the run. But see, David was going through it, but that didn't mean God wasn't with him. Even when God rose him back up, and then David became king, and then and then his son tried to take his kingdom. David had to go on the run again. David was on the run from his son for a long time again, but that doesn't mean God was not with him that whole time. Even though his life wasn't perfect every day, even though God loved him, it didn't mean he woke up every day, his life was perfect, and then no conflict happened at all. He still was going through conflict. Even when he was righteous, his son had tried to run him out the kingdom, try to kill him and stuff, and he was on the run. And then, there's times where David sinned when he tried to count Israel, when God said, can't nobody count Israel. I don't know what, one day he just woke up and tried to count Israel, and then, God did what he did and destroyed all this stuff because he tried to do some dumb shit. And then, with Bathsheba, we saw David lust. Like, I can look at him for examples. Like, even if you do sin, I ain't saying I'm sinning no more, but even if you do sin, you can come out of that. And because I seen David do it. David was the only man that was a human like us. There was no prophet that, did. And Job, Job too. It's other people, Joseph. God didn't speak to Joseph either, but Joseph was in jail for 2-3 years. He sat there in jail. He didn't do nothing to God. He sat there in jail in Egypt. But that don't mean God wasn't with him. So I'll be like, you know what? No matter what happened, I can wake up and something happened, lose my car, lose this and that. That don't mean, just because something bad happened, don't mean, damn God, why have you forsaken me? Oh my God. Now that means just, hey, there's still a way. Like, keep your faith. That's what Christ be talking about. You gotta keep your faith in God no matter what happens, because that don't mean he not with you. Just like like the podcast ain't finna blow up tomorrow, or it might. It don't tell it, but that don't mean stop, or that don't mean give up, but be discouraged because you don't know what's finna happen. Like, you didn't even know Calvin's gonna be coming back on recurrently like this, but it just happened, and now that shit amazing. Now you reaching out to people on the helping lives end and on the entertainment end. People can have fun and listen and joke around and stuff. So it's just, you see how things working out, basically. And then another thing this is the last thing, Calvin had told you that a couple of weeks ago. He was like, do you have a problem getting anywhere? Are you cold? Are you hot? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? You got everything you need, don't it? All right, then. You successful. Like there you go. Like, we been taken care of. Even though we be like, man, I want a big ass man, I want some money and stuff. We still being taken care of. So, it's just how
what's so
works.
crazy about that? When me and Cam had that conversation today about this shit, I literally sat down and thought, like, when he left, I sat in this room, I was like, you know what, that nigga was right. I am successful because through different phases in my life. At one point, I wanted to be this rapper, get all this money, all these bitches, do all this shit. Then it went from me wanting to be a rapper to like wanting to just be rich and famous doing something. Then it like transitioned to a period where me just want to just be successful, just have money and have a big house and all that type of shit. And now it's in this final part where I'm in now, where I want to be successful as far as financial stability. But man, nigga, I do not want no big ass mansion, bro. I do not want no big ass house. Cause for what? Like right now, I don't even got a wife or kids. So most of that house is gonna be sitting up, falling apart because ain't nobody in that house. So like, I can always like get a nice house and all types. And if I get married, have kids, me and my wife can get another house or whatever. But man, bro, I ain't trying to have this big ass mansion and all that type of shit. Like, I never understood. People like, you ain't never had that much money, so you can't never say what you ain't gonna never do until you actually get the money. So if my net worth and I have actual liquid cash in my bank account that's $50 million, I'm not going to buy no $2-3 million house. For what? Because it look good. Yeah, you look at them big ass houses, be looking good, the lawn and all that type of shit. But then I remember shit like what Calvin told me about Evander Holyfield yard. $1 million to keep his yard up to park. Fool, fuck no.
Right.
I'm not finna pay the landscapers. I'm not finna pay the housekeepers. I'm not finna do none of that shit. Like, if I can't maintain the house and do all the shit myself, I don't need to get it.
Right.
Because sometimes it defeats the purpose of having so many stuff. Like, I understand people like cars and shit, but a lot of people that's rich, especially the black people, get cars and don't drive them and just have them like, man, I got this car, I got this car, but don't be driving them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they do get them cars, they'll be like 2 Chainz said it on the Club Shay Shay interview. Shannon was like, you be driving yourself? He was like, hell no, I don't drive myself. Why would you buy a car that you don't drive yourself? You got a driver to drive for your food. No, I'm driving my own shit. And so, it's just a lot of stuff that I just don't agree with.
And see, that came with us growing up and the knowledge of God. It was both in tandem. Growing up, getting older, living life and experiencing life, and being with the Most High, because He opened our eyes to certain stuff. But even with me, I feel the same way, because I don't know what it is. I like to watch other people. It ain't even necessarily other people's downfall. I just like to watch what other people do, and then they always end up getting in trouble. Like I can't fathom how these people get in trouble. But then again, it's their lifestyle. It's the stuff, the choice they do make with the money. So just like us, I don't think necessarily we gonna I don't think I can't speak. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think me and you gonna have a big family. So I just don't see it happening. Like, we getting older and stuff. But hey, anything can happen. Job had plenty of kids after he lost all his kids. He had plenty more kids. But like you said, what we need all this space for? Right now, I'm in a 3-bedroom house. I didn't intend to get a 3-bedroom house, and I've got too many bedrooms. I don't even be back there. I'd be like, and even my other house on Bonita, there was a 3-bedroom. I didn't even be in 2 of them rooms. So it's just, this house too big for me. The last house was too big for me. Like, I was just like, it's just,
it don't be worth it. Like, it'd be different if I had me a wife and had me at least one child and all that type of shit. Then okay, but me being by myself, bro, it don't. Bro, right now, me personally, if I was to get my own spot, a nice 2-bedroom house would be straight.
Exactly.
Have my bedroom, have a bedroom for guests and all that type of shit. Have my living room and all that type of shit. It'll be straight. I don't need no 4-5 bedroom, 8 bathroom. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Nah.
See, I like to imagine people. Like, I just imagine, like, for instance, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Drake, let's say Drake got a $30 million mansion in Los Angeles. 15 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 5 kitchens, big ass pool, golf course, basketball course, and another house in the backyard with some more acres. Let's say he have a big ass party. He invite everybody over, everybody party and shit and all that shit. The party end, everybody go home. He say bye to everybody. Close the door. The house quiet. He just in the hole. He's just, and then go sit down in the living room. Got the whole rest of that house, all that other stuff. He just go sit down, ain't got nothing to do. Just bored, just sitting in the house, bored, miserable. That's how I be imagining people. I be like, bro, what? Just like Black China, like, what you have a whole house with another house in the background for, and you just one woman, and you don't got no man in there, and you got one kid.
Now, that type of setup, what China had, I understand. Let's just say my mom was still alive, and I bought me a house, and on that land, I had another house built, and I put my mom in that house. That'll be cool because she got her own house, she got her own space, and I'm able to keep eye on her just in case,
right?
Her health and shit get worse. That's different. But just to have that shit back there, bro, fool, no.
Yeah, I'm talking about to the point where, you know how some stuff, just like it be the same way with I remember I wanted all these damn cars. I wanted that Charger, I wanted that Magnum, I wanted that Pontiac, I wanted all them damn cars. I don't know why I wanted this stuff. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, I still want this shit. But
what, all them cars? Like a lot of cars?
Yeah, but to go back to my point, I don't need this shit. I'm not gonna get this shit.
I mean,
the most amount, if God bless me with financial stability and I'm able to get cars that I want without worrying about issues, the most cars I have is 4. I have me a truck. I have me the Mustang of my dream. I have me a nice little luxury car, and I have just like a regular car that I can drive every day.
Nah, fool. I had about 5 cars at one point, like a dumbass.
Five
cars.
Yeah, you a stupid ass.
I know you. I don't even know if you remember them. I had 2 Magnums.
Bro, I remember you had the Magnum. I remember one time.
That red Charger.
Bro, I remember you had that fucking.
And I had 3 Magnums. I gave Chris one. Chris bought one off me. I had 3 fucking vans for work.
Nobody had 3 cars. I remember you had a Chrysler. I remember you had a Chrysler.
So I had 7 cars. I had a whole Chrysler. I showed did, fool.
Man was just buying shit. Dumbass nigga.
Exactly. And now, but see, I had all them cars, so I could say I wouldn't want a lot of cars no more. But I'm also by myself, so yeah, I wouldn't want like. It's just like when I was a little kid. I used to beg my mom for this video game. Mom, I'm play the game for the rest of my life. I'll play the game every day. As soon as I beat that junk. You'll probably see me on that junk. Yeah, you'll probably see me on that junk occasionally. Just like a toy, I'll be like in the store, ask for that toy all day. This is my favorite action man. I want this man. As soon as she buy it, first week, maybe 2 weeks. And after that, they just in the toy box. I'm asking for something new. I'm like, so yeah, it'd be that dopamine we get from seeing something new, and then all of a sudden you ain't even playing it no more. You ain't even looking at it no more.
I just feel lie. If God put me in a position where I'm making a lot of money or making decent money, I'm gonna give me a Mustang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the hoe, and that hoe will be fresh as hell.
Yeah, you know, that stuff ain't really all that high, but I say, but you know, remember what Jay-Z said, if you can't buy it twice, then don't buy it the first time. So just because you get a lot of money, you get just enough money to buy that and have a little money left over, don't buy it until you got over money.
Yep.
Where you can buy it and it won't even make a dent in your whatever count you
Man,
got. Yeah.
I'm not even trying. I just feel like ever since I tell people this all the time, and I don't know why this stuck with me, but ever since I heard the Undertaker say what he said in his Hall of Fame speech, that shit stuck with me, fool.
Mm-hmm.
So like when his daddy told him, when he was talking to his dad about his money and taxes and shit, that shit stuck with me. Asked him, man, because you know at that time Undertaker was rich here. Asked him, did he live below his means? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And I thought about that shit. I'm like, man, just because you rich don't mean you got. That's why I just said what I just said just minutes ago. Just because I got $1 million don't mean I'm gonna get $1 million house. Because now I'm smart. Like I be learning. I'm the type of person I learn my lessons from watching other people fuck up.
Exactly.
So I don't necessarily have to go through certain things to know not to do certain things. Cause I be saying it be fucking up other people. And I ain't never been around nobody rich before, so I don't know how I feel to just wake up one morning and be like, you know what, fool? Let's go to the car lot and just buy this fucking car. And then they don't want it no more and just leave it in their city and shit. I ain't never been around those type of people. But all I can say is that in my brain, how I think now, I believe that if God give me, like, put me in a position to buy shit, I won't do dumb shit with my money. As far as like, bro, I remember during the pandemic, I had got unemployment from the government. It took their ass 5 months to pay me that shit, but when they paid me that shit back,
that lump sum,
yeah, they gave me like $13,000 altogether. So I gave my granddaddy like $4,000. What else I do? James had gave me $1,200 when my mama had died. I had gave him his money back.
Mm-hmm.
What else I do? I bought all the stuff to build my first computer. Plus, I bought Crystal to buy for his computer. So I built both our computer. I bought me some clothes and shit. And got some new tires for my car. Got my car completely detailed and everything. And still had as I did this shit, I still had like $8,000 left, $7,000 left. Out of that $7,000, I ain't saved none of it. I literally gave all that shit away. And my cousin Alexa was telling me, she was like, "Why aren't you giving everybody so much money?" I was like, ain't that bad. I still got money left. Then next thing you know, I'm looking up like, damn fool, like I only got $3,000 left, but it's still some money. It might have done that shit in the rundown. I literally gave all that money. I could have bought me another car. I could have put some money. I could have did anything. Sandora and Darius was coming to ask me for stuff. I was giving shit to Keita and Jackie and the girls and shit. I literally gave all that money away. I was buying food for my granddad and shit. And I was staying over there, bruh. Out of $13,000 some dollars, the only thing I had to show for it was a brand new computer, games on Steam, some Jordans, some clothes and shit, and a brand new iPhone, a brand new iPad. That's it. And I told myself, I ain't never doing nothing like that ever again in my life. If I ever come to a lot of money, 'cause I literally gave almost $8,000 away to my brothers and sisters, my family and shit.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never came close to having 13,000.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? They gave me this shit all at one time. I never forget this shit. I had got fired from Amazon in April, and on September 4th, Beyonce's birthday, they gave me a call. They called me at that morning at 7 because I had been doing a weekly certification every week, and I had been calling the unemployment. They were like, they still working on it. Months had passed. So from April to September 4th, that morning, they called me. They was like, I see somebody been working on your claim and you haven't been paid out yet and all types of stuff. So they were like, well, I'm finna go to push your claim through. Your claim finna be approved. You should have your money on your card sometime tomorrow. All right. Me and Chris in Discord. This one I still had a PlayStation 4 and shit. Me and that man, we were in Discord, was on the phone. Me and this nigga on the phone playing something, and we just talking. And my phone went off. And I looked at my phone. It was a notification from the bank. It was like almost $14,000. I was like, oh my fucking goodness. That man said, what? That man said, you got that money? I was like, nah, fool. And I hung up. And I called him back. That man like, damn. I like, yeah, I got this shit. That man said, what you finna do? I said, man, I don't even know what to do. I can't even sleep. And that's when I went on Amazon and Newegg and just started buying PC parts. If I would have known what I know now, I would have bought I would have did that shit completely different from what I did because I was inexperienced. I was buying wrong parts. I had to send it back to Amazon, buying the wrong power supply. I would have got everything the right time, the first time, and I just would have did everything different. But out of all that money, I literally only had something to show for was a computer, some Jordans, and an iPad and the phone. That's it.
Man, everybody be saying they would have did something different.
Nah, I would have did something. I would never did what I did.
Man, that's what everybody say. But that was the time period you was in though, so you would have did exactly like that, bro. Because I had to realize that it ain't no like TV and movies and shit behave. You think it's different timeline where you would have made different decisions. Nah, this shit would have went the same way.
No, ain't no such thing. Ain't no multiverse all that type of shit.
So I be like, I don't even look back and be like, man, if I would have said this to her, she would have liked me, or I would have. Man, I should never even.
Man, fool, you just don't understand, fool. I literally
you wouldn't have did nothing different. You just wish you would have did something different. It's just yeah.
Because if I was in that same situation now and it was to get that now,
totally different. Now.
I wouldn't do that shit no more.
But you had to learn from that first time though. So
yeah. and that's what I be saying all the time. Like, bro, I had to learn from this shit because I literally gave almost $8,000 away, bro. And Alexis kept telling me, she was like, Quay, why you constantly giving your brother and sister this money? Because, bro, I'll never forget Dear. She's like, I need $200 to get my light bill on. I'm like, all right. I went to MLGW myself, paid it for him. And then he was like, I need something for something. I'm like, all right, here. Then said, do I want to talk about the stuff with Dallas and the kids needed something? So I bought Dallas a whole wardrobe because Landon wasn't born yet. She was pregnant when Landon. When Landon was born, I bought him a whole bunch of shit. Man, I was just doing everything except for putting this shit up and buying shit that I need or want for myself. I literally gave all this shit away. I had gave my granddad $3,000. I had gave him $3,000. On top of, I bought him a new TV to go in his bedroom. I had helped pay for it was someone on that van. He had a van at the time. It was someone on the van that he needed to get fixed. I had helped pay for that. Plus, got that John detail when I got my car detailed. I was just doing everything for everybody else, just giving that shit away, to the same people. I was like, bro, how did I get $8,000 away to the same people? And so, exactly. Though I said, bro, that's why I am like how I am now. Towards my folks, I was like, bro, y'all live y'all life, and I'm doing what I gotta do. But I know for a fact, I'm not doing it. Like if most I put me in a position where I got money and shit, I'm not doing that shit no more.
And see, but I knew Proverbs, so I knew people do that anyway. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said what I said on the podcast not too long ago. I said, man, these folks ain't your friends for real, fool.
No,
because when this stuff like this stuff in Los Angeles, when stuff really started happening, You gonna see who your friends is.
Sure will.
So I be like, nah, I don't even put myself in. I don't even joke around and have fun with people that I know that because I know for real. Like, how can I? To me, I know what's finna happen. I know that Christ gonna come back and kill everybody. So how am I laughing with you? And I know you ain't in the truth. I know he's gonna come back and cut your head off. He be like, hey, Carl, I want you to cut his head off. I'm like, damn. What I'm saying damn for? I'm like, oh, no problem, of course. So it defeat the purpose of me being cool with you. If I know what's gonna happen, like, hey, it's over with. Plus, people, it's like, how can we be friends if we not on the same common? We don't have the same common interests. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. When Christ come back, everybody that's gonna be saved gonna be put away, tucked somewhere. So you don't have to worry about cutting off nobody's head because Christ gonna do it. And if you see him doing that shit, you in trouble because you ain't been put away somewhere. That means you ain't got saved by it.
But see, I know. I'm saying, regardless, I know what's gonna happen. So,
and then on top of that, they're just like, you can marry a woman that ain't in the truth at all, and that's your wife.
That's marriage though. That's a bond. That's a contract bond, a spiritual bond.
Yeah, but she ain't in the truth at all.
But that's my other half though. So it's just like, how even with the women, like, Christ don't even really pay attention to the women because you see how they going crazy. It's the man. He be like, because it's the you remember, it's the order: Christ, God, Christ, man, woman, child. He looking at you like, hey, what's going on with that? He ain't even ask. He don't even talk to that woman like, hey, what's going on with that woman back there? You got to get that right. Just like he say, unto men I call. I don't call women like nah. That's why when I see a woman in the truth or a woman trying to preach and stuff, like,
oh no, they need to sit there down. So when they trying to preach,
right? God ain't talking. He calling these men because it all rests upon us. It all rests upon our shoulder. I see it every day in life. It all rests upon our shoulders.
You know, I don't understand. A woman preacher, how can she say she believe everything in the Bible, but the scripture clearly tell her to sit down and be quiet and don't be teaching?
Man, I be seeing it.
That's how you know they don't be reading the scripture for real.
Social media. That's why I don't really be on this stuff like that, because it push stuff so hard. It'll be a woman talking on stage, head ain't covered, talking all about God, all this and that. Head ain't covered, got pants on, doing this, doing that, got weaving her hair. I be like, yeah, I don't even let them speak. I just scroll past the videos. Next, and you know what you're talking about. It be the same thing with the dude that be so-called black, talking about black God. No beard on his face. Head, bald as hell, and cut all the hair off.
You do know some men can't grow facial hair on their face.
I know, but I know. I also know how to tell the difference between not being to grow facial hair and you don't shave your face, because I'm a man. I know that. I can see the outline of your face, bro. Where it's like, I'm a man. I can see that.
You talk about the shadow and shit of your beard. And
I can see that you actually cut your beard. I can see you. I see. I can see when you actually shave your head versus you don't went bald. It's a different look. It's a completely different look.
It's called money to, like, that bald head look. That shit, like, you got to do some shit to that.
Yeah, it can be a bald. You can go bald, all your hair falls on your head, but you can still see a person that done went bald, that their hair done fell out their head. It's gonna look different from a person that done shaved their head. So I ain't no fool with that. I be like, yeah, I ain't finna listen to nothing you gotta say, bro. You finna try to tell me about this white man, bro. You finna try to this white man. I already know, bro. Look at you. You look like one. You done shaved your face. You got the little suit on and everything. Yeah. And then they always talk the same way. They always, God. When they start talking like that, I know they ain't in the truth. I
never understood this shit like that, and that's one of the main reasons I don't like going to the. See, when I be like, you know what? I'm not a Christian. I don't go to the Christian church. Motherfuckers look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, damn fool, you believe in the devil? No, I believe in God. I believe in His Son Christ. He will come back, do what He's supposed to do. I just don't fall for the bullshit that the Christian church teach.
And then, like I said, I be in them proverbs, bro. It's just like the words they might be sweet. Or they got a certain talk to they weight. When they trying to swindle you, when a person trying to swindle you, try to teach you out your money, they got a certain they know how to smooth talk and smooth say. So when I hear that double word and double peep, and when them little sayings they don't go nowhere, like for instance, he gonna get you right. I said he gonna get you right. And when they do that, I be knowing. I be like, yeah, nah, you swindling. You didn't even say nothing. He didn't say nothing. And then the whole crowd, I know that right. Say it again now. I said, he gonna get you right. Is he with you or is he with you? And then everybody cried, yeah, I'm saying that. Preach that. I'm like, what did he say? He ain't saying nothing? I could be a preacher, go get some money if that's the case.
Bro.
Either you up or you down. Ain't that right, y'all?
If you got charisma, bro, and able to talk to people, you can be a preacher and trick these niggas out their money. It's too many poor black people, poor Hispanic folks that go to church faithfully, and these churches ain't did shit to help them folk. When the church was made to help the people and shit like that, and them folk don't be doing shit to help these folk.
Cause see, and people, especially women, but women be filling up their black church. It be women on the first 5 rows. But that preacher man up there that's talking like that, they got you saying, yes, Lord. They got you waving your hand in the air while your head down and you close your eyes and you just waving your hand in the air. That's the same man when he was younger. He was talking all y'all out of y'all cootie cat. Cause he doing it now. Now he talking out of y'all money. If he was smooth back then, he's smooth now. Bruh. And they fall for that.
Even in the church, the preacher he be having a wife fucking somebody else in the church. Oh, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of fucking in the church. I don't say so. And then the other thing I don't understand, nigga, how you gay and you a preacher? Like they don't go together. Mm-hmm. Like the scripture clearly tell you that shit is like God, like that's an abomination.
Hey, don't read that. Shut up.
Exactly. But that's what the Most High said. Most High said, man shall lay with man, that's an abomination. Woman shall lay with woman, that's an abomination.
No, fool. Come as you are, bro. Come on, I don't care how you is. Come to Christ.
Nah, but that's not scriptural. So that's why I be saying that the church is a whole bunch of foolishness, because if they actually read about, like what these folks say, the Old Testament done away with. All right. Y'all listen to everything that Christ be saying, right? Yeah, Christ, right? Yeah, we love Jesus. All right, everything that man was saying was strictly from the Old Testament.
Right.
No, that's not the same. How is that not the same? So that's when they start biting themselves in the foot. Mm-hmm. Because they just want to pick and choose what they want out the Bible. Now, I'm not saying I'm the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm the most righteous person, because I still be fucking up my damn self and be needing to ask God for forgiveness and shit on shit I do. Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact that no gay dude should be no preacher. I know for a fact that no woman should be a preacher. And then ain't the scripture tell you that you have to be called to preach his word anyway? Because most people that teach don't need like the real Israelites. They want to teach. They don't even want to be in that position to do it, but they be having to do it because God wants them to do it.
Right, and you can look at Jonah for example. That man tried to run. Hey,
yeah, I'm saying that man tried to get on down.
Speaking of that, just a slight detour. You remember? Do you know how many days he was in that? Wait, first, there's a lot of things I want to say about that. First off, they threw him into the water because God had to. Jonah was trying to run. And he was on the ship trying to go the opposite direction from where God was telling him to go. So God made
where supposed to went to Nineveh?
Yeah, Nineveh. Yeah. God had the storm raging and stuff. So the crew got scared and they threw Jonah into the water. As soon as they threw him in the water, the storm stopped and then the water was the ground was calm. But once he fell into the water, it said a great fish swallowed him up. That's the food. If something swallow you up like that, and you living in his stomach, that ain't like no giant catfish or nothing, bro. They ain't even like no whale. That's like that's some big ass scary shit we be talking about in the water, bro.
It's like, especially during the biblical times, before like God had stuff to evolve and shit. So it ain't no telling what there was that was in that water.
It said, you remember how many days he was in there?
He was in there, what, 3 days, 3 nights?
Yeah, that, bro. Just sitting in that hole. Like, I ain't talking about, like, I thought, like, when you got, like, you know how you get inside, like, a camping suit, you just zip yourself up into that junk and go sleep for the night. You just be stuck in there, can't move. That nigga was in that junk, like, he can walk around and shit. Imagine how big whatever that was that got him, bro. Like, I was like, hell no.
So you gotta think about it. Whales, even though that's the biggest living thing on the planet right now, they don't swallow people. They don't eat people at all.
Right.
So even if you did get swallowed by a whale, you wouldn't be able. You'll instantly start getting digested.
Right.
So it had to be something else they got. It wasn't no whale they got no.
That
bro.
what made me read.
Jonah.
It would have said a whale. It would have said that. Because I think a word whale is in there in the scripture. It said a great fish. It didn't say whale. It said a great fish, bro. I was like, what the fuck is a great fish? That's that shit that's still down there. That's 99% of the ocean ain't even been discovered. That's that shit that's all the way at the bottom. They still swim around and shit. They just it came up because God said, "Hey, go up there and get something right fast." That's the only reason why it came up that far. Like that's just a great fish, bro. But yeah, also I was talking about how he was in there for 3 days and 3 nights. But it's just.
And people who try to use science, they'll be like, that didn't happen. I'm like, but an explosion in space blew up, created planets, microorganisms, and all this shit that's on the planet, and y'all believe that shit.
And I always said the same thing. Even when I was younger, I wasn't even in the truth. I knew this. I was like, bro, fire don't make life. It never have.
Nope. So fire destroy shit.
Yeah. So how everything blew up and it made planets and trees and
how can the Big Bang how can the Big Bang make ecosystems specific for each animal? Mm-hmm. Like ants only dwell within ants in like certain parts of the earth. Like you got lizards and frogs and shit, and frogs and lizards eat the same thing. But then you got a monkey that do different shit in their own ecosystem. Then you got polar bears that do shit. Then you got the black bears that do shit. Then you got lions and tigers. They the same, but they different. Yep. And like ain't no explosion make that shit. That shit too particular. Cause
seafood, a polar bear, if you put that junk in the what do bears be in the forest? Yeah, in the forest, they gonna die. And then if you put a grizzly bear in Antarctica where polar bears be at, they gonna die.
Now I ain't supposed to be there. A polar bear might survive out here because polar bear eat humans. They eat anything. A polar bear will eat anything.
But see, it's not gonna survive because it's not the color. It's too noticeable. It wouldn't be able to live right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a big ass white bear in the middle of the forest. Like a grizzly bear can hide in them damn bushes. Like, yeah, I see you, but you can't. What that big ass white?
Yeah, but grizzly bear and a black bear.
Yeah, but they're gonna have too many predators on his ass. It's a big ass white. It can't hide nowhere. It's a big ass white bear.
They're just like the same thing for panthers and jaguars, bro. You go to the rainforest.
Ooh, bro, don't say you scared the hell out of me,
bro. For real, you go to the rainforest.
That damn Black Panther.
Bro, that junk can hide us for shit, and you would not see that junk. Dang. And if you see a panther, it's too late because you already been got mauled and shit.
And then, like you said, a cheetah look just like the damn desert to be running in the background, don't it?
Yep. So because
it looks just like where it live at.
And a cheetah won't be able to survive in the jungle and shit because it's not as strong as the other cats. The cheetah is the weakest cat out of all the big cats.
And then it won't even be able to run right because the forest is made, it's uneven. But the desert or wherever they be at, it's flat ground. In Africa, it's flat ground, just straight run toward where they need to go. Yep.
Cause like in reality, like I don't understand what they get the way they say the lion is the king of the jungle. It's really the tiger. Because one, lions don't be in jungles; they in Africa,
right?
And the jungles ain't nothing but the rainforest, and the tiger is more powerful than the jaguar, the panther, the lion. Even they roars, like the roar that you hear on Lion King, like the movie shit come from tigers and shit. Mm-hmm. So like a real lion roar sound like crazy as hell, like a cat or some shit. For real, I want to see now. I want to pull that up.
And see, another thing. You remember? I don't know what it was. I kept reading. I read about Samson because I had remember what Calvin told you last week when you don't read stuff too much you start forgetting.
Yep.
I had forgot a little bit about Samson. I had forgot was he killing? I had got confused with what Christ was going against the Sadducees and the fat. It was the Sadducees and the. That's a damn tiger fool.
Let's see. You heard this shit?
That's the Lionsgate tiger. But that's the lion though.
Let's see. Nah, I'm looking for the real shit. How the hell would you able to hear that?
I don't know. That's weird. This I sure heard it though.
Don't see this.
That man just got a copyright strike. Man played Lionsgate.
That was just a regular.
Nah, that was Lionsgate. I heard that too. Whatever that is. Hey, fool, play the. You trying to play a line roar?
See, that's how line sound for real.
Damn, that whole sound like a croc. That whole sound like that damn Jurassic Park shit.
See, this how line sound for real.
Hey.
Yeah, see, that's how
that
line
don't sound
sound
like a damn grizzly bear.
Yeah, that's how line sound for real. Now let me go to Tiger.
Hey man, do the Tom and Jerry thing.
Nah, bro.
Every time I see this, just come on like that, I'm like, bro, why you doing this?
That shit's stupid.
You know what I'm talking about when they come on.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What time are we doing this shit? Hey, speaking of Tom and Jerry, it be some episode where that man win, fool.
That shit scared out of me. That man say, yeah.
Then he do that look. That shit be fine. I'm like, hey, remember you heard what I said, fool?
Nope.
It be some episode where that man be winning, fool.
Yeah, but until you get cheated out of shit.
No, he get cheated out most of the time.
Like Tom be getting cheated so fucking bad to the point you be like, bruh, this shit can't be fair, fool. Even when he be having other cats with him, I'm like, bruh, ain't no way Jerry that damn cold.
Nah, they be getting greedy. They be getting greedy and trying to take fucking Jerry for themselves.
I'm like, bruh, ain't no fucking way.
And then that green ass dog be outside, be just being green the hell to fucking.
Nah, you fuck with his son, he gonna beat your ass.
See, I can't. Why you playing Tarzan? You trying to play that cat?
That man so damn cold. That shit. I love that shit.
Man, you know I watched that whole show on Disney the other day.
What, the Tarzan anime series?
Yeah, that man will fight his ass off. Them folks trying to kill that man.
I used to love watching Tarzan anime series, but I ain't seen it in so long, so I don't remember none of them episodes.
Bruh, go back and watch that joint. He was.
You know what's so crazy?
You know where he was at? You know where Tarzan was at? He was in Africa.
I thought he was in the rainforest.
No, he was in Africa.
Oh, I ain't know that.
When you see the opening, it was a map of Africa and shit, and then it was some other tribes in other episodes.
Bro, I literally just repaid for Disney Plus because I want to rewatch X-Men 97, and I didn't know they put the Mufasa movie
on there
on Disney Plus. I'm like, man, let me watch this shit so I can hate it. Man, before I watch the damn movie,
you finna say it was kind of fresh, ain't it?
It wasn't kind of fresh. The whole was fresh. I'm like, bruh, this movie, even though I don't like how they retconned the whole like story of Mufasa and Simba, that movie was fire. That movie was actually fresh. I like this shit cold. Cause the whole time Mufasa was just being Mufasa, he was just being like normal, and Scar was being a bitch. When Scar mama and dad, when Scar mama was getting attacked by them big white lions and shit. Scar was scared and ran away, and Mufasa stayed there and was fighting and shit. You know, he got his ass beat. And Scar dad was like, "Why did you run? You got royal blood inside you. Like, why would you run?" He like, "But don't tell nobody. You gotta lie." And he was like, "Deceit is a powerful tool for a king and shit." Like, he wanted Scar to like stand up and be cold and shit. But every time that man tried to do something cold, he was scared. He always ran away from some shit. And Mufasa was the one who was always being cold and like standing up for everything and shit. Like, and I was like, bruh, that's why he jumped into X. Like, the way they made that movie, made the first Lion King movie, make more sense. Because I watched that joint and I watched the original Lion King. And Lion King 1994. I gotta say that because they redid the Lion King. Every time something happened in this Mufasa movie, Mufasa like when Sarabi got hurt, when them elephants started stampeding and shit, Scar got scared again and ran and hid up under a cliff. And Mufasa saw Sarabi was down there. That might just jump down there to run to go save her and shit, and grabbed her and saved her and shit. Man, I watched the original Lion King movie again, and when that part when them wildebeest was stampeded down there, was symbols down there. That's why I like, bro. That man just leapt into action like he did in the other. I like, I like. That's why they made this movie. Like, I like this movie fresh. I like that. I like that. Actually cool. And I forgot that I'm gonna tell you how I know this was Blue Ivy first role, like first time like doing voiceover, because you can it sounded like she was reading from a you could tell she was reading lines instead of what I'm trying to say. You could tell she was reading lines instead of like acting the lines in the movie. Blue Ivy Carter. But besides that, like that movie was fire. I actually like that job. I was ready to hate that host, but I actually like that. That joke fresh. None of the songs in that movie were fresh though. All them whole ass. But the actual movie, that joke fresh. But not the Lion King. They got remade. That shit was ass. The one that came out in 2019. That shit straight doo doo water. Let's see. I had just watched Thor: Love and Thunder last night. I like this shit boring.
This shit was dumb.
So I was like, bro, I got Disney Plus for no damn reason. But I had started been watching X-Men 97. I'm like, bro, this shit so damn fun. I'm like, bro, what happened to the days where a season of a TV show went off, they came back the next year for the season 2?
Nah.
These niggas make you wait a whole nother year. Like, this season 2 of the X-Men 97 ain't coming on until next year. I'm like, damn, you supposed to be in season 3 by that time.
Lucky, because nowadays shows take 3 years to come out. I don't know what you
Bro,
talking about.
just like that damn Euphoria show. Man, I'm like, why they wait so long for them folks to come out with another season for this show?
And I don't know what, like, I can't keep up when they do that. Like, I be done forgot. I done lost interest in the show and everything. So I be like,
Yep.
I don't know. And then when they come back, the cast be looking older. I be like, why y'all wait so long? But DP be taking other roles, like especially that skinny girl. She got so many other roles. She got
Zendaya?
Yeah, she got all them other roles. So they probably be.
But I ain't saying a lot. I like X-Men, so I don't care about waiting on this shit.
It's a TV. It's a cartoon though. They could have did this shit fast.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
If they wanted to. Instead, they put all their time and money into what if and shit, making this shit look all CGI and this should be ugly as hell.
But see, X-Men 97, that shit was fresh. Every episode was fire.
I mean, it's just old X-Men. It's just comic books.
But see, this one make it perfect. Like, what's that saying? If it ain't
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, there you go.
But, man, Disney. I mean, Marvel and Disney ain't finna learn this shit, man.
Just like that new Lilo and Stitch movie, that whole broke box office records and shit. That movie did what they wanted Snow White to do. So that movie already made almost $1 billion in one weekend. But the charm of Lilo and Stitch ain't in that movie. The only thing about the movie that fresh is Stitch. I ain't seen it yet. Bruh, Gantu ain't even in that movie. And Gantu was the main thing in Lilo and Stitch because he was trying to get Stitch ass. He was shooting at his ass and everything.
Oh, so it ain't Lilo and Stitch then. It's just
exactly
another remake.
Exactly.
But
because Gantu is not in that junk.
But then know it's gonna make money anyway because it's just a remake of a movie that already came out. People take their kids. People gonna take their kids to go see them movies. That's what they don't be telling you. The movie only made $1 billion is because everybody got at least 3 kids. You take your kids to go to the movies. You gotta take the husband, the wife, and the 3 kids. It don't even matter because sometimes Disney movie you see the Marvel movies that ain't been doing that good lately. Kids don't like Marvel no more. They grew out of it.
Man.
The kids that grew up in the Avenger days, those folks our age now. The new kids can't keep up with this shit. They don't know the plot lines and current stories that's going on now. And the people that did go see this kid, they adults now. That's the difference.
Man, this shit whack.
Dude, the MCU started about 10 years ago. This shit was.
I know Iron Man 2 when that shit came out, 2008 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago, fool. Like, those folks grown now. Those folks look at this shit like, bro, I'm still watching this shit. It ain't kids no more. Now, Disney can make a movie, make Lilo and Stitch. Everybody got to take their kids. Then Disney can make Moana. Everybody got to take their kids because it's Moana. But, kids are the biggest demographic.
Them kids ain't like that Snow White shit.
The kids ain't never seen Snow White.
Kids ain't never seen fucking Aladdin before either.
It didn't make that much either. It was horrible too.
Yeah, but it broke even.
That's if a break even, that's a failure then.
Kids ain't seen fucking Lilo and Stitch before. These new kids.
But Lilo and Stitch everywhere. That's just still everywhere for some reason. All them shirts and shit that's in Walmart and shit. That shit was selling since forever. I always see Lilo and Stitch.
No, you see Stitch. Lilo don't be nowhere.
Yeah, and then kids ain't never watched Spider-Man 1990 whatever. And Spider-Man had a new cartoon in so long, but he still be in Walmart and shit. Batman ain't had a cartoon either, but they still sell out.
Batman be everywhere because Batman got games, TV shows. He be in movies. Batman is Batman, so
right.
Batman been around almost 100 years. Same thing with the other nigga. What's his name? Superman.
We finna see how that movie do. I think that movie gonna do good.
I hope that movie do good because if the Superman movie do good, it's gonna make like DC make other movies and shit.
They don't release a new trailer. They like, hey, they selling tickets on pre-order now. I'm like, oh yeah, they WB spending all the money they can to make this movie a success. So this movie got to be a success.
Because fool, Batman and Superman is their two main characters in the Warner Brothers besides Looney Tunes.
They don't mean just because you got a character, don't mean they translate well to every form of media. Superman works best to me as a cartoon.
Yep.
Cause it's just you just can't. I'm finna watch that movie to see if they can even get just like you can't make a Superman game because how can he get hurt?
And that's what Rocksteady kept saying because Poe been wanting Rocksteady to make Superman game for years.
Are y'all gonna give all the thugs kryptonite guns and can I punch them for real and without caving in their chest? But you can make Batman punch in and cave in the chest because that's Batman. He a human too.
It's the same thing with Wonder Woman. Like people, like it's easy to get a Wonder Woman even though she ain't nothing but the female version of.
Like,
but it's easy to fight Wonder Woman sometimes.
Just like you can play a Spider-Man game. It could take me 5 minutes to get across New York. If I'm Superman, it better not take me no 2 minutes. If I see a mission marker 30,000 miles away, I need to be there in 1 second then, cause it ain't no way. I ain't finna fly through the city for 2 minutes. Nah, I'm Superman. I need to be there now.
Cause it's crazy because Wonder Woman got the same power that Superman got, but hers like kind of nerfed on some shit.
I never thought Wonder Woman was as fast as Superman. I know she fly, but I always
she got speed and shit like how Superman like Supergirl is faster than Wonder Woman. Ooh, but it's been times where Superman and Wonder Woman flying with each other, and Wonder Woman ain't slow. She got superhuman speed and all that type of shit, strength and shit. But she ain't like how Superman is. That's why them folks be on Wonder Woman ass sometimes because it's easy to kind of fight her.
I always picture all them times everything you name it. I always picture Superman just whenever he fly with somebody, he flying at their speed. They not flying at his speed. He flying with them. They not flying with him. That's how I always look at it. Just like every time a Superman fought in Justice League, he was pulling punches. He always did.
Every time Superman got his, he would be getting his ass beaten on Superman Justice League.
Until he stopped pulling his punches, then that's when he's like, I don't gotta pull my punches. I always saw him pulling punches.
Hell no, that man was pulling. He wasn't pulling punches when he was fighting Mongrel on that damn planet.
Because he found out he didn't have to pull punches no more. Then what happened to Mongrel? even though that's my nigga. Then he found out he had to pull punches with Darkseid, and then I was like, oh well. But yeah, I always thought every time Wonder Woman picked something up, I was like, yeah, but Superman picked up that whole fucking building. Like she picked up half the building, but Superman picked that whole building up.
That man racist towards women.
Bro, I knew she couldn't beat that man ass for. I always knew that.
Oh shit! But you do know Wonder Woman and Superman fought each other a whole bunch of time in the comics and shit.
Man, them folks be lying. Whoever made them comics, they be making it for themselves.
Them folks don't fought each other and everything. Them folks done got together.
Man, Superman be pulling punches, fool. I ain't trying to hear that. Superman pull punches.
The man don't want to give Wonder Woman no fucking slack.
Bro, you give her too much credit. That's Superman, fool. It's over.
That's Wonder Woman.
Okay, yeah, that's Wonder Woman.
All right.
But that's fucking Superman. Fuck all that. I don't even care about that lasso of truth. Tell me I can't be broken. I'm Superman. Fuck this shit.
Nah, that's it. I'm gonna tell you something.
Wait, that's magic. Wait a minute, never mind. My bad.
That shit can be broken because she put that shit around Batman, and Batman said his real name was Batman, so that shit broke.
Nah, I'm talking about break like you can snap in half, get it off you. But it's over with because that's magic though. So yeah, it's gonna stick on Superman. He can't break that hoe.
Cause that sword be having her sword got magic in it too.
Oh, so they can cut Superman in. That's what they talk about. Them damn gloves and that damn rope and that damn sword.
Her braces, like braces on her arm.
Yeah, that's why I say her arm thing.
Yeah, her braces, the lasso of truth, her shield, and her sword got formed from magic and shit.
Oh, okay, that's what you talking about. She can get over Superman a little bit. Cause nobody else on Themyscira can fly like that except she can fly and punch. So she might be magic enhanced. That's why she can fight that man.
Fool, Hippolyta, she can fly. Her mama. Hippolyta.
Man, they never fly for them be flying for real.
Fool. So you ain't never seen the episode of just now. I gotta pull it up. What's going to say? Prove all things. All right, let's see.
If you pull that up, you gotta show me every Themyscira flying though. If you ain't finna show me that, then ain't no point.
Artemis was Wonder Woman at one point, and she was flying and shit.
She got imbued with the Wonder Woman shit. That's what made her fly. I need to see everybody flying though. I need to see the ones that wearing the Viking helmets and shit fly. I need to see everybody.
Ooh. Hey, look at this shit.
I can't look at it.
I'm finna show you. So she ain't kicking the shit out that man chin with her knee and shit.
What does that mean?
She beat his ass. Damn, the man fell on her ass. Everybody just fell on her ass.
It don't even like he punched for real.
Hey, you can see that shit on her, the fucking ripple on her fucking.
That's just him pulling punches. Cause her face probably gone. Her whole cheek probably gone. Look, that didn't hurt. Look, that's how you know the kick didn't hurt. Look, he was like, little kick, little stomach. Look, he like, come here, little hoe. Look, got her off the ground. Look, go back up. Go back up. Got her looking just like a woman. Stop.
Stop. Oh.
She like, my back. Hold me for a second. he said, now go back up. I ain't done with it. Go back up. My back from carrying this team. Hold me up. My back from carrying this damn team. Little stomach ass nigga. Get down. Lay down. Nah, get up. Yeah. Come on, bitch. Come on. Look, you ain't showing me that one picture of her doing nothing cold yet.
I thought you were beating her head right there.
Of course not. Why would you think that? Why?
See, she deflecting that shit. Get that shit on me.
She got magic. He said, so you cheating. I'm just Superman naturally.
She kicking his ass. I like that shit.
That's injustice. I know what happened right there, so I ain't even worry about it. See? Man ain't show me nothing for shit.
She beat his ass, then grabbed his cape to whoop his ass some more.
No, it didn't. Look at that little impact. Baby impact. That ain't enough.
She fucking up that man. Hey, I want to go to this panel. Oh, no, this is injustice. I know what happened after this.
I bet you do.
this the first injustice, too. This ain't even injustice 2, Superman.
I bet you know what happened after this. Of course you did. See, bro, you ain't gonna find it, bro. They fault, but what that mean? Ain't enough.
For her to even be able to do that to Superman, let me know that she that nigga.
Now, he's trying to take any win he can get. For her to even hurt him.
Hey, man, hey. Because you make it seem like that Wonder Woman ain't Wonder Woman.
Bruh, she cold, but she can't fight nobody. Bruh, she can't fight no damn Doomsday, bruh. She better get the fuck on with this shit.
Oh no, Doomsday gonna beat her ass.
Alright, but then who beat Doomsday ass? Superman.
Barely.
But he did it though.
Barely.
A win's a win. A job's a job. Superman love a good brawl. So you can't say shit. Alright, it's of course. Now, since we got that out the way.
I'm looking at this.
He ain't looking at nothing for real, y'all. Alright, y'all. It's time for Lyrically Nonsensical. Cause this is what y'all want. This is what y'all came here for.
No.
I'm your host, Carlee. And this is Lyrically Nonsensical. This is where I take two different songs, no matter what time period, no era. I don't care how many records it's sold or whatever. These songs do not make a lick of sense. And as always, I pick 2 songs. And as always, I do a disclaimer. So I let everybody know I'm not a singer. I'm not a songwriter. I'm not in the music industry. I'm not a producer. I'm not none of this stuff. So if you hear at any point in time this song, man, or that ain't how that go, or you ain't saying it right, I know how to read. So I just read the words that's on the paper. And that is what it is. If y'all want to hear these songs for yourself, I want y'all to go listen to them for yourself. We're not going to force y'all to listen to nothing. We're not going to play nothing back. Cause we don't want to get sued. We just gonna just read the words and then y'all go and listen to it for yourself. So the first song we got is from 1986. Somebody actually requested some 80s songs, and I'm gonna give them what they want. All right, let's see where we're gonna start off with. This some dumb shit. I don't care what anybody say. Whatever noise you hear in the background, this some dumb shit. Okay, I'm start here. Okay. And I can't recall any love at all. Oh, baby. This blows them all away. No. I'm going to go up again. I'm going to start over. Hey. I don't know. Oh. Tell me where to begin. 'Cause I never, ever felt so much. Hey. And I can't recall any love at all. Oh, baby. This blows them all away. It's got what it takes. So tell me, why can't this be love? Straight from the heart. Hey!
I ain't even saying that.
Hey, breathe too heavy. Straight from the heart. Oh, tell me, why can't this be love? I tell myself, hey, only fools rush in. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. What? Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. It's got what it takes. Why you say it like this? So tell me, why can't this be love? You want it straight from the heart. Hey, tell me, why can't this be love? And that is Why Can't This Be Love by Van Halen from 1986. If y'all want to hear that song, go listen to it for yourself. That shit sounds stupid. It ain't making legal sense when I listen to it.
It's got what it takes.
Hey, see, I knew he was gonna do that shit. I knew he was gonna do that shit, bro.
That's your moment.
No, it's not. Why he saying like that? What do you mean? What it got to take? What does it got? What does it got?
Everybody trying to make it like the song. Hey, this shit is bumping the head.
What it got? What it got, fool?
It got what it takes, fool.
See, he don't even know what it means. Lyrically, nonsense. He got what it takes for what?
Hey, damn. Why can't it be love, fuck?
He didn't say nothing about it in the lyrics. That's from lyrically nonsensical. And this one,
that shit's so damn bumpy.
This one even more stupid. This is from 20K, 2000, even. This next song we got it from 2000. This shit stupid too. Yeah, I'm gonna start right here. Yeah, this shit just too stupid. You've got no chance, babe, but to move on. And you know there ain't no time to waste. You're just too blind to see. But in the end, you know it's gonna be me. You can't deny. So just tell me why. Every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't want to... Hey! You don't want to lose it again. But I'm not like them. Like, who? But anyway, baby, when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me.
Oh.
It's gonna be me. Oh, yeah. There comes a day when I'll be the one. You'll see. It's gonna. It's gonna be me. And that is...
All that I do is not enough for you. That shit bumping. I don't care what you say. That shit stupid. I mean, what? That shit bumping.
Oh, he got that shit on film. He got that shit recorded. Yes, Lord. That's what I mean. Man, the Most High. Man, the Most High. He finally said it. He said it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's got what it takes. Yes, he said it. I knew it. And that is It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC. That shit fucking stupid, ain't it, right? I knew it. Of course.
Nah, that shit was
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he said it. I'm gonna listen to the episode. He better keep this shit in there.
That shit so damn bumping.
And that's lyrically nonsense. If y'all want to hear them stupid ass songs, go listen to it yourself. We're not gonna force y'all to listen to it, and we're not gonna sing it again because we not singers. Ain't that right, Corey?
Nah, that man said. You might have read that shit wrong.
No, what? I read it wrong.
Cause when you got to the point when it's like, it's gonna. You gotta say like how they.
I didn't see it right. I didn't see it wrote like that. It was wrote just gonna.
But it was like echoes and shit.
It didn't say echoes.
Gonna. That's how it was. And then you gotta read it like how Justin Timberlake said.
I can't. How he said it or how he sung it?
Like how he said it. It's gonna be May. It ain't me. It's May.
I saw M.E.
Nah, but that's wrong. It's May. Bruh, literally at the 1st of May every year, the meme go around with Justin Timberlake is gonna be May. That nigga even did it at a radio. I know what I be talking about. I ain't calling crazy. This man don't understand.
They better be glad they ain't say May in there, because they would have been instantly more stupid. I would have instantly got on their young ass.
Somebody said it's gonna be May. Now, how you spell Justin? Justin.
J-U-S-T. Just and then N.
So when you type in Justin Timberlake, it's gonna be May. Pop up. I know that ain't gonna happen. All right, come on.
Look, he even prove how stupid this shit is. Watch this.
No.
It's gonna be May.
All right, let me do this. See, it's gonna be May. That's what it's called. Not no fucking me.
Why he look like that?
Why he look like what? Shut up. I'm gonna go to this one because this one got more views.
It's gonna be May.
We're feeling, Justin. It's gonna be May.
See, y'all say like that. It ain't no fucking me.
That shit was so stupid.
Oh.
It's May.
See, that's how you gotta say it.
Yeah,
you gotta say it like that.
Yep. We definitely been sued. We definitely owned by Interscope now.
That might say it's gonna. Hey, this shit bumping, but y'all ain't ready for this shit. Ain't that my. You know what I noticed? Every time you do lyrical nonsense, it's always be a song that I be bumping.
What a coincidence! Oh wow! What a coincidence! It's like you like stupid shit.
let me find out. Let me find out this nigga just picking out songs that I be liking.
But you know every song, so I can't pick a song. And
I don't know every song.
You were like, I was singing in Van Halen, so you like, like, how do you know that song? Oh wow!
Cause I be bumping this shit. That shit bumping.
See, this the dope shit.
That's what it. No. See, I be listening to shit that be making my ears feel good.
One day I'm gonna go to your house and be like, hey Siri, play some dumb shit.
Siri gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Then,
I'm like,
then instantly, you're just a lover. I'm like, oh, exactly. I thought.
Cause that shit ain't done. That shit's so damn.
I'm like, nah, Siri, play some even stupider shit. You already know. I'm all about my. I'm like, yeah, I like Siri. I
like Siri fucking stupid.
I like Siri.
See, Van Halen, they got another song. Why can't this be love? This shit bumping too.
Wait, what? They named two songs the same thing?
This shit bumping, fool. See, you ain't no rock star. You don't understand.
Man, look. Hey, I gave Paul Stanley credit. That shit made sense. I said, bro, you don't never give me credit when I give folk credit. I was like, hey, I can't even get on Paul Stanley. That shit make complete sense. He
can't get on Paul Stanley. It's Paul Stanley.
He just sung that shit stupid as fuck. How you make a cold song, a very making sense song, but you sung it stupid?
See, now he sung it stupid. He sung that whole perfect.
Hey, you seen they making a biopic, ain't it?
Of who?
They try to get one of the Jonas Brothers to be Paul Stanley.
You know what?
Go look it up.
Joe Jonas need to be Paul Stanley. I can see it.
Look up which one they trying to get.
I can see it. If it ain't Joe Jonas, they need to add beat.
Let me see. Look it up, fool. Yeah.
Kiss biopic. How you spell it? There you go. But I trying to get Nick Jonas to play that man.
Thank you. Yeah.
But Nick Jonas know how to sing his ass off. But Joe,
so why they trying to make him be Paul Stanley then?
Joe Jonas look more like Paul Stanley.
But they gonna try to do the young. They gonna try to do the young kiss all the way to the older kiss. So do he look young? Do he look like a young Paul Stanley?
Bro, when Joe Jonas had his hair with that shit over his face like that, man, look, he can pass for Paul Stanley. No.
Yeah, they finna make your people movies, bro. I'm gonna watch this. I'm like, see, I knew this shit was stupid.
But it depends on who do it though.
Man, he gotta dance. If he don't do that fake stupid dumb dancing, I'm gonna be like, bro, this ain't no real kiss movie.
Yeah, first of all, Paul Stanley don't do no stupid dumb dancing. He be doing that cold leg dance.
And then they gonna try to make Rock and Roll All Night like the.
No, see, not that song.
They gonna try to make this song like this the most best song in the movie and shit. Watch, I already know they gonna do.
See, a lot of Kiss songs, I only liked them when they went through their glam metal phase. They got a couple songs when they got their face paint on that everybody love, but that glam rock phase of Kiss, I love that shit.
But which one was more popular though? They gonna watch what the movie gonna lean toward whatever they had more popular, and that's that face paint.
Yep.
So you probably ain't gonna hear Heaven's on Fire and Tears.
But that was a big part. But see, all that shit was a big part of their career because like for 10 years they was there.
Fool, that shit ain't gonna be in the movie. Watch. I think I Was Made for Loving You might be in this joint.
Of course, it's gonna be in there.
But I don't think Tears are falling. Signature song. Yeah, I don't think Tears are falling. All this stuff.
Shit, I Love It Loud was the last song. It was on the Creature of the Night album before what's face ended up leaving, and it's the last album they had their face paint on before they went to their glam rock shit.
Watch. Well, I already know they gonna spam the hell out there. I wanna rock and roll all night. They gonna spam the hell out there on that movie.
They need to have somebody cold.
Nah, Paul. Everybody's still alive, fool. Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons still alive, so they can still be like, "Hey, this ain't right. Y'all need to do this like this."
It said Deadline.com has reported that Nick Jonas plans to train to replicate Stanley vocals. Yeah, because you gotta be cold to sing like Paul Stanley. I ain't saying a
Oh, you look good tonight.
You sound not like that, man.
Baby. Man, I did. Man, give me that job. Who wants to be? Watch it. Who wants to be with you tonight? Man, give me that money, man. Give me that bag of money. Give me that bag of money, man.
Oh, man, this shit's so damn. I can't see. Damn. So the dude who did Bohemian Rhapsody, he doing Michael Jackson.
So he booked right now.
Yeah. So they did well. Actually, they threw filming the Michael Jackson biopic.
He ain't finna instantly start making another movie. Fool. Hell no, he gotta take a break. Plus,
who did Rocket Man?
I don't know. Look it up, fool, real fast. I like that joint though. I like
the
Bells and Rhapsody, and I like the Rocket Man.
I ain't gonna lie. Bohemian Rhapsody, I watched that whole like 5-6 times. So
how many times you watch Bohemian Rhapsody?
What I'm talking about, I watched that joint like 5-6 times.
Oh, how many times you watch Rocket Man?
About like 20.
It's like they got the perfect dude to be Freddie Mercury for them. Might look just like.
Okay, Dexter Flexter. That's who directed Bohemian. Rocket Man.
Who do they got a director for the Kiss movie? Let's look up see what he did. If he did some cold shit, then he'll be.
That Rocket Man movie fire here.
If this man did some cold shit, then. It's called Shout It Out Loud.
I ain't gonna sound like that movie made me me a fan of Paul Stanley. I mean, what's his name? Elton John.
It says the film being directed by MCG.
What that?
I don't know. A film director. Let's see what he done did though.
Nick Jonas will star as Kiss lead singer. So who the fuck they gonna have as Gene Simmons?
It said they looking for a big name actor. Man, let this man did some fresh movies.
Man, they need to have that nigga be a big nigga because Gene Simmons is like a big nigga.
Did you watch Oh wow. I don't know, fool. Did you like Charlie's Angels? With
Which one?
With Drew Barrymore, the first one.
Which one? Oh, that's your 5. Yeah, that's your 5.
Both of them.
Yeah.
He was the director of them joints.
What else he do?
The Babysitter.
What that?
He did Terminator Salvation.
That don't sound like the cold Terminator.
What's Stay Alive? He did Stay Alive. Oh no, I don't know what that is. I don't know, fool. He did. He did episodes of Supernatural.
I didn't watch this shit.
I don't know about this one, fool. Nah. I just know he did the Charlie Angel movies. He don't got no history doing no biopic movies, fool. If that movie boo boo, I'm gonna come on this podcast and be like, yeah, what's up, fool?
It ain't gonna be my fault though, cause
nah. This is
no, it ain't.
This is. Cause see, if it would have been a cold band, it would have got a cold director. Now see, when Aerosmith movie come out, it's gonna be the dude that make the Michael Jackson biopic.
Nah.
Of course it is. What you talking about?
Nah.
Of course it is. See, ain't it?
And then who the fuck would they have playing Steven Tyler?
Hey, shut up.
Fucking Joe Perry.
Fucking who?
Joe Perry, the guitarist in Aerosmith.
Man, make Harry Styles, man. Make Harry Styles play.
Oh, Harry Styles be the perfect Steven Tyler.
Yeah, now that might be the Beatles. That might be fucking Mick Jagger or something.
Harry Styles and
Mick
Jagger.
Get a movie.
Nah, see, Harry Styles no homo too good looking to be Mick Jagger.
Man, folks was saying Mick Jagger was fresh hair when he was a baby.
Yeah, but a lot of people say he ugly. They say he rock star fine.
Okay, what about that Timothy Smollett? That Timothy Smollett dude.
What about him?
Let him be fucking Gene Simmons.
Let him be. You know Gene Simmons kind of like a stocky dude. He kind of like a big dude. Gene Simmons a big nigga.
Watch when that movie come out, they gonna find the perfect looking nigga. I'm like, bro, how they find this dude, bro? they always do it, bro. What? I'm like, how they find this nigga? This nigga ain't made no movie.
Gene Simmons got that big old thick black hair. Like he got a lot of thick black hair that's real long in this.
And whoever they gotta do the tongue shit. Do the tongue shit. I don't know.
What if they might perform "I Love It Loud" in the movie? I was like, "Oh, this movie so damn fresh." And then whoever be Paul Stanley? I mean Nick Jonas. He got to run on the floor and play guitar shit like Paul Stanley.
What's gonna be the conflict? Like they band never had no breakup type shit though. So
that we know about.
Yeah.
Because what's his name? The first guitar, the first drummer, he ended up leaving the band. So. And then you never know. Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, they probably had some beef with each other too. But them niggas like best friends though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see because the movies only be good when shit be happening. Like when Freddie Mercury was dying and shit. Like that's what made the drama and the conflict in the movie. Just like the Elvis movie, like all the dumb shit that was happening to him.
I ain't just gonna lie. That movie was fire. That Elvis movie, that joint was fire. Like, if you ain't seen that joint, you need to watch that joint. For real. Cause I was like, man, I ain't gonna even watch this shit. Man, this shit gonna be boring. I don't like no fucking Elvis Presley. Bro, I watched that movie. I like that movie fresh as hell.
Man, bitch.
But it is. That joint fire. I ain't even saying a lie. That Elvis movie fire.
Let's see what we got. All right, let's slide over to the Winnie Hut Junior Awards today, real fast, because I didn't get one last week. I don't believe. Today is a Winnie Hut Junior recipient that he really deserved this shit because I don't know. It's just a Winnie move. I don't know if you know about it, but I'm finna speak about it. Then I'm gonna ask you what you think about the situation. Today's Winnie Hut Junior recipient is Neo.
What he do?
Neo has 4 girlfriends.
When you get an extra one?
Yeah, he got another one. So he had a contract. He recently released the details of his contract he got with these women, and the contracts are described as in the details, Neo has the freedom to, he can cheat if he wants to and add other girls to the relationship. And another mark in the contract is girlfriends are exclusivity. None of his girlfriends can cheat. If any of them are caught cheating, they had to pay him $1 million. If any of them want to lead a relationship, they had to pay $500,000. In return, Neo takes care of them. He provides housing for them. He takes care of all their needs and all this stuff. It's also it stated they're not allowed to date other men. They got to be open and honest in communication and stuff. And he always has an open door policy. But they got to pay him this money and stuff. So that he had these 4 women sign these NDAs with him, and in return he gonna take care of them and fund their lifestyle, and they live with him and everything. I give him the Winnie Hut Junior award because it's kind of smart, but at the same time, you just have a harem. You just have a harem, and it makes you a weenie because you trap these women. You trap 4 women into being with you like that. Even though they signed the paper and they know what they were getting into, but it's like, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way because it's
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't nothing smart about this shit. Cause for one, he ain't doing them a whore on all 4 of those women
exactly
out.
like you got a harem, bruh.
And 2, he only doing this shit because he Neo. He got all the millions of dollars and he all the type of shit. That don't make him that goes back to what I was telling you a couple episodes ago. Just because you got money and access and that power and shit don't mean you that nigga. That's a prime example of him having money and influence and a weenie lame ass nigga. So a real man with real influence and power and shit like that wouldn't even be doing shit like that. But you gotta remember, these niggas ain't godly, so
yeah, and see, the terms of the contract is just outrageous because he know don't none of these women. All these women live with him. He fund these women. He pay for their clothes. He pay for their outfits, and he feed.
Man, you know them girls don't got no fucking $1 million.
They can't lead this man, and then they can't. If they cheat on him, they gotta pay. So they ain't gonna never be able to pay him, but he gonna be able to sue them and stuff. So and ruin their life. Anytime when they do, they gotta pay him, and then they want to lead a relationship.
But see,
they gotta pay. They gotta do a payout. So it's like they.
I'm gonna say something. They put themselves in a situation because, for one, all 4 of them women that dealing with him, all 4 of them hoes.
Exactly.
Because a real woman ain't dealing with this shit. A real woman don't even want another woman or another person other than her man to see her naked or anything like that. A real woman know her value and ain't gonna let that nigga like control her with that type of shit.
And see,
like a real woman ain't going for this shit. Those is women that just fascinated by Neo, his lifestyle, his money, the shit he can do for them,
and they don't want to work their damn self.
Yep, real woman ain't going for this shit.
And what made me notice it because he been so open about it. He be on talk shows and talk about it because he really think he's smart fool. He be like, yeah, I got them. He said because he was on one show, one podcast. He was just talking about the amazing 4 ways they be having and shit like that. Like he can't have normal sex. He got to be at least 2 of them in the bed, and he be having this amazing sex. And he was talking about how smart he is. That he was bragging about the contract. That's what made him release it. He was like, "Yeah, like they can't cheat on me or they can't leave me because they got to do this. They got to agree to the terms of the contract. They got to pay me out and stuff like this. So I can't really get my feelings hurt, but I can do what I want to do." But he was just bragging like that. What made people look into it? I'm like, bruh, this ain't really nothing to brag about because like. You just
that shit really ass. That shit really
that makes you a weenie, bro. Like it's like really you trap them women, but like you said, like they put themselves in that position because women don't want to work no more. They want to live an easy life, and if they just gotta have sex all day or be nasty and freaks and stuff, then that's what they're gonna do.
But see, this where shit be getting twisted. He the man with the influence and power and shit, so he have the utmost control.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they did that shit willingly, he was supposed to be like, nah, we ain't gonna do this shit. Pick one of the women and be with that one woman. But neither want to do this shit.
But see,
I just saw some shit that I want to see. I don't know though.
And see, people on the opposite end say, well, as long as he taking care of them, then because back in the day we used to always have a lot of wives, and if a man, then they be saying stuff like, why should you expect a man to be single if he has power and money and stuff?
Yeah, they be saying that shit because at the same time, broke niggas can't get women.
But that was the Winnie Hut Junior recipient. That was Neo, and I do believe before we end this segment that this shit ain't gonna end good for him. But hey, if he think whatever he think he getting, it ain't even worth it, and it ain't that cool. He don't look cool to nobody with this shit. What you got?
I just saw this. I just got on Twitter and I just saw this. Melissa Ford, if everybody know who she is, she was a video vixen back in the day. She a co-host on Joe Budden podcast. She be the only woman on there. She be getting caught saying stupid shit all the time. But Melissa Ford represents all the Holly Bailey's mentally ill, deranged, and delusional fan. I'm standing 10 toes down with Holly's side. I don't even have to know all the facts. Let me see what she said. Because if you don't know all the facts and you agree with some shit, that shit crazy.
Whoever's right, whoever's wrong, it really is. It's gotten so fucking messy. Nobody even knows. But my stance is he comes off as being so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby. I'm standing 10 toes down on Hallie's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. The fact of the matter is she had a baby.
That's
she has
on brand.
No,
Shocker.
but
Yeah. Plot twist with this.
it's because that's just
I don't
how
think
I
you're
feel.
wrong, by the way.
I
Some
think
of your reasoning, maybe. It all seems like messy shit to me.
it is very messy shit, but at the end of the day, you have a young girl who's trying to manage a career, manage a relationship, have a baby, and then, there's debates on how long postpartum actually lasts, but it ain't 6 to fucking 8 weeks. It's a really long time for women to start feeling any semblance of fucking normalcy. And she's in the public eye. She has a baby daddy who's going to the fucking world to get a sense of validation or to get them to agree with him. Like, that is wildly stressful. So maybe she did have a manic, episode where she's saying a bunch of fucked up things in text. Why is she being judged on her worst moments when she is in the most vulnerable fucking state? And that is why I'm going to be on her side.
See, women is fucking stupid.
That's what I said earlier. What they said. I don't care what Megan did. He still just to get engagement. She's just trying to. She doing good though for the podcast because that's gonna make people talk about it and shit.
Yeah, but she believe that shit.
I know.
She believe that shit, and she said she just had a baby and all type of shit. He did too. He just had a little baby. He just had a baby. He still managing his career. He's still doing the same thing. She said he doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, that nigga actually wants to be a daddy and be in his son's life and want to take care of that man.
I know. She got to skip that part. She can't say that part.
Like, they using postpartum depression as a crutch. Of course it's real. Of course women have it. But that shit hit different from each woman. Like, every woman in postpartum depression ain't the same. So if I was DDG fool, at this point, I wouldn't even talk about this shit on public no more. I'll let my lawyers handle this shit in the court. I wouldn't even address this shit no more. I wouldn't even say shit about this situation with the kids and shit.
But see,
I wouldn't even say nothing.
But see, it's keeping his name in the headlines, so that's good too, though.
Yeah, but still though,
you saw him getting twerked on the other day, just earlier.
Yeah, I seen that shit. But
then they'll
try to use his
fighting for your son. Why you doing this? Why you doing this?
So him fighting for his son, he can't have like fun and be on camera doing his job and all that type of shit. Cause best believe the shit that we don't see Holly doing, she out there getting her little pussy blown out. I know she is. Man. Holly out there getting back shots and everybody. You can't tell me she ain't.
Cause see, we thought she wasn't, and she would turned out to be the one that was doing the shit.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, nigga, you thought she wasn't.
Oh wait, huh? No, you said that what you saying, so you agree with me. So let's move on.
Nah, I told you from the beginning. I'm like, nah, she the freak. I told you that for years. She the one.
I don't remember that. So anyway, so what you were saying?
Now niggas got amnesia and shit.
I don't remember that.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, what you were saying? You
can't, like I said, DDG. I wouldn't talk about this shit with his custody shit.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, before this the thing that be pissing me out because women say this shit all the time. A man should tell me how to dress because he knew I dressed like this before I got with him. All right, cool. She shouldn't be saying shit about what he doing because she knew he was a streamer on YouTube before she got with him.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that he was this type of nigga before she got with him.
She probably followed his string. She probably done unfollow him now.
And then on top of that, dude, bro, DDG don't even seem like a bad dude for real.
He really don't.
That man don't even seem like he a bad dude for real. Bro, DDG seem like he just a dude that love doing what he doing, want to take care of his son, but got caught up in some baby mama, baby daddy bullshit.
He thought, but remember when I showed you a long time ago, he thought that shit wasn't gonna happen to him. Like, man, you can't think like that no more.
Bro, you saw that shit that he did for Holly when she didn't win that award and shit. That man, let me find the video. That man went out there and put on an award ceremony strictly for her. Let's see. I'm going to find that junk. I'm going to find that junk. It's like an Instagram post or some shit. There was a couple years ago when they was together. She didn't win some type of award, and he made like a big deal about it. And she was crying all up in the video and everything. This when their baby was like a little small little baby. Oh shit! This shit scared the fuck out of me. Why this shit so loud? Okay. All right. Here we go. There you go. Damn, I don't like the way they look. Here we go.
The final award presented by the one and only Halo. I want to give this award out for the best one ever. And this award goes to the one and only Halle Bailey for the Best Mother Award. Woo! Yeah! Thank you.
Thank you. It was really sweet. It made me cry. You did not have to do that. Why did you do that?
You had fun at the Halle Bailey show? Yeah.
I know if baby was a little hell at that time. But yeah, they just like a little snippet of it. But like the whole video, she had lost some type of award or something. And he went out there and put on a whole award show for her. And shit. That's why she was holding all them awards on her, because he had gave her different awards in different categories and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, like, that type of shit, man, folk don't care about that shit. You can do all that shit for a woman and shit, and they still paint you as a monster and shit.
And that's why she acting so crazy now, because she missed that nigga.
Like they might did not have to do that shit.
Bro, she ain't fooling me. She missed that nigga. She love that nigga. Look at that. Bro, who else finna do that for her? Come on now.
Exactly. Bro, you sound like me now. Like, man, these folks ain't tricking me.
Yeah, bro, that's what it's all about, bro. She can't be with that nigga, bro. She love that nigga. That's all she want, bro. But she don't even understand that the more she do stuff, it gets to the point where he starts to hate her. Even though hate a strong word, he not gonna want to be with you no matter you done took him through all that. If you y'all could have broke up and you gave him his space, he gave your space, and eventually, like, you know, cause people rethink themselves all the time. Just like we rethought ourselves about school from all them years ago. We just instantly just rethought ourselves and felt bad about it.
Yep.
So if she would have left that shit alone, he would have left that shit alone. You go do your own thing. He go do his own thing. It probably could have been some reconciliation later on in life. Not saying y'all gonna be together next year or nothing, but it probably could have been some y'all got a child together. Y'all got to see each other more over time. So y'all could have fell back in love, but now you don't put this man through so much shit. He gonna have more hate for you than he had love for you. That he gonna never want to touch you or be with you again. And you just love him so bad, and you can't love him how you want to. So you just gotta hate him, because they say it's a thin line between love and hate. So that's what her love that made her be bitter towards him, and now his love for her that he had gonna be hate, and then they're gonna be hating each other because she can't love him, he can't love her for different reasons. So she really ruined it for herself doing all this shit. You don't release footage of this man talking about he done bumped your head. he a danger to his son. Like, you don't slander his name. Like, you can't ever expect him to love you again or want to lay with you again. Like, nah. And then real men like us, you can't never expect the real man to take you serious no more, because we done seen how crazy we in there. Real men, I ain't talking about them niggas that's gonna fuck on her and then, play with her and shit. I'm talking about men that gonna want to make her their wife and shit. I done seen how you did this dude, so why would I put myself in that position? Like, men think they self before they do actions, especially men that got shit going for themselves. Man, this woman fine as hell, but I know that it wouldn't be advisable for me to even do that. So she just ruined herself. Like, everybody now, like, every time I get online, everybody just say how crazy she is, and then the women that's crazy with her just say she ain't wrong. So it just be showing how crazy everybody is, how crazy all the women is. when the women that agree with her, they be showing to me they crazy too. And then the women that don't agree with her, they be making actual sense and logic. I be like, oh, okay, you might got a chance out here. But that's how, just like the same one with the Megan stuff. Like, these folks, they don't give a fuck for it. They just, hey, Megan all day. I'm like, damn, okay. This woman clearly wrong. She clearly did the shit, but all right.
Man, that's why I tell folks all the time, this internet shit ain't real.
Yep.
Like what Holly and DDG going through, that's real life for them.
Yeah, that's real.
But for us, we just looking at it like, damn, it's like news and entertaining, people putting their opinions in on shit. But at the end of the day, when DDG turn that camera on and all the type of shit, when he go to bed, that nigga have to lay there and deal with them thoughts of him not being able to see his baby and all the type of shit. Like, that shit real for them, bro. Like, that's why that nigga even said he streams so much to keep his mind off shit that's going on in his life.
Yep. And remember,
which is crazy.
Remember what I said earlier about Drake? When he have a party, all his friends over, then he leave, he just sitting in the house by himself.
Yep.
It's the same thing with DDG. I saw him, like you said, I asked you, like, you saw him getting twerked on, you were like, yeah. I mean, he was getting twerked on, he was smiling in the video, he was like, damn, this shit look, he getting twerked on, but imagine how he really felt. Like, imagine how he really felt. Like, he could just be miserable as hell inside. He could just be sad out there. He getting twerked on by the thickest woman in the club, in that, whatever that was, a part or whatever. I bet in his head, he like, I just want to see my son. I just miss my son. I'll go home right now if my son was at the house.
Yep.
Walk out that party on all these folks. Fuck all these people in here. I'll just go see my son. So, like you said, you don't know how these folks feeling. Just like Holly finna film this movie. I don't know what type of movie gonna be. If she smiling, laughing, having fun in it, just know that in real life, even though she filming and acting, she miserable. Like, she just sad as hell, for real.
Like, she out there doing her movie. Like, she was just Janet Jackson in a Michael Jackson biopic.
Mm-hmm.
Then she went off and doing this movie in Italy with this other. So she doing all this shit, living her life and shit. But don't I say, they can't nobody treat me. Somebody cracking her shit. I know they is.
I mean, that's how women get back. Like, women gotta have sex to feel something. Because, women,
a real woman ain't gonna let no any nigga up in her though.
Yeah, women don't got friends for real. We always talk about that. Women don't got no friends for real. Holly don't got no friends. Besides, she got her sister, but I don't know if they hang out together a lot and shit. So she can't really vent to nobody. DDG, he be talking to Aiden Ross. He can talk to Castanet. He can talk to all the people that be hanging with him. They can have a man-to-man conversation with him. Holly can't really do that. Every women just tell her she ain't wrong for how she feeling, but they ain't telling her. They ain't give her no emotional support. That's why she in the situation she in now. So she gonna find her man, like you said. She gonna find her man that's gonna tell her she fine. Tell her that, man, fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't mean. And then she gonna like you said, dude cracking that shit. But
cause dude gonna lie, like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I never do you like that.
Yeah, and she can't lie to herself. She a mama now, so she get super horny. That thing get super wet now. She done had a baby now. They gonna be fucking every time she walk. Yeah, you best believe DDG still having his fun. You see that nigga getting twerked on, he like, yeah. Well, how fits it was in this song? Yeah. I run New York. Yeah. But yeah, so you best believe she ain't just being abstinent, sitting at the house and just go home, go to work. Nah. She out there having juiced on.
Man,
ain't fooling nobody.
Man, to end this shit, I just hope both of they whole court case I hope they be able to come to a decision where, it don't get that serious and somebody got to lose their custody or whatever. But knowing how women is and how the court system is, that might not happen. But hopefully, DDG don't get like too much of a bad end of a stick in this situation.
Yeah, because it ain't no reason why he can't do 3 days and she get the rest of the week, or he do a week and she do a week. It might ain't no danger. Might no. He kind of like a cornball to me. He's just like a dude that like to stream and shit. Man, no damn danger. Everybody got a gun.
Yep. So hopefully, like I said, they figure that shit out.
Right.
But shit, we've been recording for 2 hours 34 minutes. That's an episode for y'all ass for right there. As always, I always say to the people who listen to TNE, I appreciate y'all. The new listeners who discovered the show and listen to us, I appreciate y'all too. And until next time, peace.